Hello, what's good, and welcome to the Quantum Esports Series powered by the U.S. Space Force. Brody, it's finals time.
Dude,
We're on Mizu's channel, so I don't got to introduce him, but I'm F-Dot, so what's up? But it's
I'm
finals! It's finals,
my
dude!
gosh, brother. Oh my gosh. F-Dot, it's been like, I think 3 months of this, brother. 3 months, and it all comes down to today. To today, F-Dot, today!
Insane. Like, where do we start? Okay, let's turn the tape back a little bit. Let's take a look at our split 2 final. Here, this is all the way back. So split 1, we started, we had 16 teams, and you drove around with them, watched all of them play, cut them in half, and then I showed up, and we watched the finals. And then we got 2 teams out of that, and they went to the finals. And then we did it. You did it again last month.
I did it again. I always do it again, F-Dot. And we went into the split 2 with the Swiss 16 teams down to the split finals with the 8 teams. We took 2 teams from the split 2, and now the best 2 teams from split 1 and the best 2 teams of split 2 are playing each other today right now in the grand finals for $10,000. F-Dot. We got Flitz and Surreal's team going against Wavy's team, and it's going to be an absolute banger of a day today. And that's just one side of the semifinals. The other side of semifinals is going to be Stummy Ache versus Gentleman. Right now, we got Norms versus Flitz's team. So I'm very excited for that. It's Pinch Perfect versus Norms and Stummy Ache versus Gentleman, which is Flitz and Co. on Pinch Perfect, Wavy and Co. on Norms. We got Stummy Ache, which is Andy and Co. on that team, and Gentleman, which is G-Man and Co. on that team. So I'm very excited. It's going to be a banger. It's our top 4 right now, and they're battling it out for $10,000, F-Dot. It couldn't be a better day for Rocket League. It really couldn't.
Big money on the line. Yeah, I mean, you specified a good day for Rocket League, and that's something I want to hit real quick. We're doing it with Valorant as well. Tomorrow we're going to do our grand finals for Valorant as well. But shout out to our homies at the Space Force for putting this money down, 4,000 for the top scorer, and like basically it's a tier 2 tournament. If you're just showing up here for the grand finals, you're hearing these big names, we got a rule that says you can have one player that's been involved in the RLCS on your squad, but not the whole team. So it encourages this world. We get Flitzy and 2 other guys. We get Wavy and 2 other guys. And it winds up building great connections for the community. Like I said, if you're a Valorant fan, me and Keo are holding it down in that world tomorrow as well. Same vibe. We're like couple of pros, couple of Joes, and then we get the good stuff. So Pinch
Speaking
Perfect
of the good
and
stuff,
Norm.
F-Dot, we're in it.
Here we are, baby.
We're in it. Woo! I've been waiting 3 months for this moment right here, F-Dot, and now we got it. The semifinals for $10,000. Pinch Perfect, the winner of Split 1, going against his second place team of Split 2, which is Wavy's team and Norm's. So I'm excited to get this one underway as soon as possible. Here we go. We got game 1 of a best of 7 right now. Let's do it, F-Dot. Let's do it, man.
I mean, let's do it. So far, we're not doing it. A minute down and no real control. Everybody just driving around and tossing it. And I think that it's grand finals. It's minute 1. We got to see these guys kind of get down and ready for it. Top Cheese, though, made a lot of noise last time around. And going to get himself known here in day 1. But again, man, like, how do you grab control of this? Because there have been no control for this entire time.
Yeah, and Rocket League is one of those difficult games that takes a lot of mechanics to really, like, lock in. Oh, my God, Top Cheese, no way. What a save from Wavy. We're starting off hot. I mean, Gentleman last time around, sorry, not Gentleman, but Pinch Perfect last time around, they did take a little bit to get warm in Split 1. Wavy's team, I think, has always kind of come out hot. And I think that speaks to the fact that Wavy's just always playing the game. But, I mean, Flitz is in form right now. He's been grinding, so this is going to be a battle of the heroes so far. But Top Cheese able to clear that one long. This is going to be a good series, F-Dot. I think, personally, I'm going to predict a Pinch Perfect win, but I'm predicting it in at least game 6. I don't think this series goes any closer than game 6 or game 7. I don't think it's going to be a 4-1 or 4-0. I think this has to be a game 6 at some point.
I mean, it definitely makes sense. Like I said, we're like you said, 3 months we've got some of the better teams here, so I expect relatively low-scoring games. We might get a crazy Brazil here or there, but like real talk, these teams are good, so I don't expect crazy offense. That one, Wavy brings it down from the top, puts it in, even with a hand in the face. Top Cheese tried to stop it here, Mizu, but couldn't get it done.
And Wavy's able to get a massive 50 there to put the ball in the back of the net just at halftime. And that's going to be a big goal for Norms to go up 1-0 in the game, potentially to win game one of the best of 7 of the semifinals here. Big goal from Wavy, speaking to his 1v1 prowess on the field, taking a big 50 there. Big save from him as well. He's come out the gates really hot for this Norms roster. We're going to see if Silent and Mystic can match the tempo. Flits to put this on target, but saved again away by Wavy. Wavy's been doing the most right now, and nobody on the Pinch Perfect side is able to kind of keep up with that speed.
Tough to. I mean, it's just tough to. And that's my input there. It is tough to keep up with the speed. You've got to be making the rotations, and there in orange makes it late. Makes it late.
Unbelievable. It's 2-0 for Norms. I mean, who's going to predict this scoreline? Silent and Mystic, they're good players, but in terms of experience and mentality, pressure, environments, Surreal and Top Cheese have got them in experience easily. They're definitely the superior players in that compartment. They have the better resume. Flitz and Wavy, similar players in terms of what they've accomplished. Maybe Wavy has a slight edge, but you'd think that this Pinch Perfect roster would be able to come out on top in terms of the overall composition of their team, but it's just been a Norms game here, potentially at third, but Silent can't put it on target. This one's supposed to be a mid-pass, but Top Cheese now with the counterattack. Oh, no way. What a save on the back wall. I thought that one might sneak in, but Mystic's in the right spot. I think this one could go in the way of Norms in game number 1 here, F-Dot.
Still a lot of Rocket League to be played. You know, $1:10 on the clock. No telling where we're going. I'm seeing a lot of like missed rotations though. Norms, they're not getting open nets, but they're getting relatively low contested shots, and that's a big deal. Whereas every shot that we've seen on the other side from Pinch, not a shot there, has been just completely staunchly defended against. So strong defense for Orange side this time around. Blue again gets a pseudo shot, but it's just errant. There's always somebody from Norms in the conversation.
Oh, and this could be a third here. Silent's going to look at an empty net. It will be 3. And Norms to pick up a 3-0 lead in game number 1. A scoreline that I really don't think anybody, except for the players on Norms, maybe not even them, predicted for game number 1 here. A bit of it a runaway, really, but I can't imagine that this is how the rest of the series is going to go. If you predicted Norms sweep, I would say that you're crazy. Pinch Perfect to not come back in any capacity? Yeah, I don't think that one's happening. Maybe just an off game, but we'll see what happens here.
I mean, if you're playing for Pinch Perfect, that's absolutely what you've got to think. You know, before when they had two goals and a minute 10 on the clock, I was like, no, man, there's plenty of Rocket League. I don't think you're coming back down 3 with a dozen seconds. So I'm already shifted to game 2, and I'm telling my boys if I'm on this team, forget it. Like, this is an oops. You know, when you're like...
Flitz with the psycho. Wait a minute. Sorry, F-Dot. Oh, my gosh. Flitz psychoed that pass to Surreal, who pre-jumped the touch and was going for the double touch, but also
this
got
isn't a
pre-jumped by
freestyle tournament? It's not a goal?
Norms... Okay. Here, let me break it down. Flitz psychoed the ball. Surreal pre-jumped Flitz's psycho touch, and the Norms defense pre-jumped Surreal's pre-jump psycho touch to get the block for the double touch, which is ridiculous, by the way.
That's pretty dope.
The level of Rocket League that we're seeing right now is just below RLCS, and I think that's really cool to see considering the RLCS is not on right now. Normally during the Quantum Esports Series, a bit of RLCS going on here and there, but in the grand finals, it's just it. Quantum Esports Series, there's nothing else going on. So stay tuned, because we're about to get into game number 2 of the Quantum Esports Series powered by the United States Space Force. I'm hyped for this one, F-Dot. Let's do it, man.
Yeah, game 2, exactly. Forget game 1. Just forget it. If I'm on Pitch Perfect, I'm saying this is game 1. Like, you just got to move on, and nothing else really to say here. Like you mentioned before, I don't think game 1 was really representative of what we can expect out of Pinch right now. It's not going to be orange ball. Surreal brings it downfield. Past one defender. A good job by Silent to stop things off, and good. This is the first time we've seen control from Pinch Perfect pretty much in 6 minutes.
Oh, wow. That's a long clear, though. Top G is going to have good control here. Oh, my gosh. Surreal's on the back wall. Saved away by Mystic, though. That's a really good block. And you're right. Pinch Perfect with a little bit of control for the first time. Like, they didn't really have any all game last game. Sure, they had shots, but no real control. So this is what you like to see. Wavy's going to take this up the right wall, but he does not have any boost. Mystic with a free air dribble, though. Surreal's going to play the back wall 50 here. Free touch up the field from Silent. Surreal wants the control. And again, Pinch Perfect going to take their space really well here. Wavy with a good challenge, but it's going to put Mystic in an awkward place. He can't find the double touch. Silent's got to bail him out. This one's in front of the net. Could be a shooting opportunity for Flintz. Gonna be 50 away though. Wavy's got a free clear. This one off the right wall. Free shot for Top Cheese. Free shot for Top Cheese off the crossbar. This one's gonna go wide. Pinch Perfect daylight robbery, and they don't walk out of that transition with a goal.
Oh, I need a Tums. I've got heartburn after that one, bro. Like, that just needs to land. Not just for the... I mean, 1-0 is great, but as revenge against Game 2. Those are the heartbreakers for sure. Got to shrug it, though. And Surreal and Flitz on the run. Takes it to him. Bang! Puts it in. Surreal starts us off. 3:16 on the clock. Hello, a little late, but you finally made it, Pinch Perfect.
Yeah, and Flint's doing a really good job to kind of set him like the volleyball setter. Just pop that one up there, get it over to Surreal. Surreal's going to take the air dribble high and then stop using boost last second to fake that one low, take the 50. Defender's already pre-jumped. Not too much you can do in that position, and we're going to get underway here. Hopefully, a second goal for Pinch Perfect to tie the series. Look, man, I want to see a Game 7 here, so I want to see the series be equalized as much as possible. So I'm going to go for a Pinch Perfect win in game number 2 here. We'll see what happens, but Norm's not going to make that one easy. They're already on offense here. We're going to see what happens here.
And it's fragile. It's just one goal, you know? Like, I'm very excited, and honestly, knowing how these guys play, I think that one goal is enough to G-check them, get them back in the game, and Pinch Perfect, I mean... Scared. Didn't think Flitz was there. They look like they're a little more awake after game 1, right?
I mean, I would hope so. Considering they're up 1-0, I don't think this Norms roster is necessarily playing bad. I think we're seeing a lot of good control and pressure out of the Pinch Perfect roster, which we saw from the end of Split 1 when they took it to Gentlemen really well. But we haven't seen those pre-jump passing plays that we did see last time out in Split number 1. Maybe a level of mechanical prowess isn't quite the same, considering they've had to wait about a month and a half since their Split 1 tenure. So we'll see how this one goes. I know Flitz is playing well, but it speaks to the question if Surreal and Top Cheese haven't played in the game very much, considering how difficult Rocket League can be. The amount of time you put in the last week or so can really influence how you play on the day.
It's huge. You can't be a pro if you just play 8 minutes a day. Like, you really got to put in the work. And be able to
gonna pick up a second goal there, and yeah, it's pretty difficult to go pro in the game if you're only playing 8 minutes a day, especially when that is a live stream and you lose first round in the tournament. So, but Pinch Perfect's gonna pick up a second goal of the game, and 1:42 on the clock. I'm curious to wonder how you kind of came to that conclusion there.
You know, I'm a fan of the stream. You know, I go to twitch.tv/MizuRL all the time, and I expect a long stream as Wavy gets us involved. And I gotta step away from the jokes because we got a game now.
Yeah, we do. I wanted the back and forth match.
I wanted a 2-0 so I could just sit here and roast you for a little bit, but instead we got to actually go to work. We're here in the semis, and we have a real one, 128 up top, and it's a one goal game at the moment.
Could be a two-goal game here. Pinch Perfect puts it in. Flint's got the empty net. He's going to find it. What a pre-jump from Top Cheese. He's able to take that space high immediately, but the ceiling pitch to open up space off the corner is going to be more than enough for Flitz to put this one in. What matters there is getting the ball first, not necessarily shot placement. He's able to beat the defender, and it's 3-1 with 1:21 on the clock.
Oh, seeing the defender careen past, just going a little too fast. A little, not the thing you want to see. However, the 2-goal separation one more time. If you're rooting for Pinch Perfect, that's exactly what you want to see. Top Cheese pre-jumps from a mile an hour ago.
Yeah, he
Look at him
booked
all
his
the way
ticket
out
from
here.
China,
Yeah.
and he took an international flight off the left corner. This one's going top right. And F. Dot, you got to stop saying how much of a goal differential a certain game is, because every time you've said it, immediately there's been a goal every single time.
3 goals separate our two teams.
That'll
Oh
be
my God.
I
really thought-
crazy. Oh, this
Dude.
one might be it, though. Good save, good save. 4-1, though, for Pitch Perfect in game number 2. Looking like it's going to be difficult for Norms to come back here. They got to get something started right now if they have any hope of not tying the series at 1-1. Pinch Perfect are down 1-0 in the series, but if they do come out on top this game, they will equalize the best of 7 at 1-1. Long clear from top. She's looking to kill as much time as possible. This is going to be a 5-1 game, and Pinch Perfect are definitely going to be walking away with a game 2 victory here.
You think they're mad about game 1?
Oh, they're coming out with a vengeance. They're coming out with a vengeance. They are not letting that slide. They're saying, hey, we are the favorites in this whole tournament to win, and we're going to lose game 1? Oh, hell no. They're sticking it to them now. And Pitch Perfect are going to walk out with a 5-1 win. Could we see a 6-1 win here? There's 30 seconds. I thought this could be possible.
We could. We can go. We can all go all the way and start speaking Portuguese. That's what I'm looking for. Totally time for 2 separates right here. Decent look for Top Cheese, but met in the sky by a defender, so nothing doing. Ultimately, just looking at a game 3 here, I think. That's really the big picture.
I want to see a 6-1. I want to see a 6-1 game 2, though, before we get there. Surreal, go in! Yes! Surreal's gonna slot it. Surreal the hero. 6-1. And Pitch Perfect are gonna come back in game 2 with a vengeance. A vengeance, F. Dot. These guys like Batman, they said, where's Rachel?
Where's Rachel? What are you doing? This is the story of the caster and the streamer. Caster says something and it immediately goes awry. Streamer asks for something and it happens. You said give me a 6-1 and 0.5 seconds later we saw the slot. Like,
hey,
bro.
I'm asking for a 6-1 because I knew it was possible. I saw Surreal had the setup. I gotta make myself look good, man. That's the game sense coming in a little bit. But we're gonna get into game number 3 on Forbidden Temple. Flitz's team is Pitch Perfect. Wavy's team is Norms. Game number 3, series tied 1-1 in the best of 7 for $10,000. We'll see how this one goes. Top Cheese takes space up the right wall to close out Wavy, who has 0, and a big 50 will ensue. This one's going to bounce up off the ceiling. Mystic to clear long over to Wavy. Wavy's got a free double touch here, unless Surreal's able to throw this one long over to Flitz, which he does, but Mystic to stay in the play. 15 towards the middle, but Top Cheese able to follow it up. Thought Wavy could potentially get a shot here.
Yeah.
And F-Dot, who do you think's going to win this game? The game 3 here. What do you think?
The game 3, after the performance that we just saw from Pinch, I think that it's really hard to deny that. Game 1 was a victory, but it was what, a 2-goal game? Game 2 was a statement, and there is a reason why this squad is our favorite to win the tournament. You know, I will say the asterisk on that is Wavy for me. I think Wavy is one of the better players of the entire tournament. However, I feel similarly about some of what Flitzy does as well. So these are 2 strong teams. I'm waffling. I'm avoiding the question. I'll commit. I'll commit to Wavy's team. I think Wavy wins this one.
I like that out of you, but I think Pinch Perfect gonna walk out with a game 3 win. And you talk about Pinch Perfect being the favorites in this tournament. I think they are the favorites, but I think they are a lowercase favorite. I think saying they're the favorites is a bit insane when you got Wavy in the semifinal against them, and then the other semifinal is Gentleman with Creed and G-Man, and the other team in that semifinal is literally Andy from Wavy's team. So I mean, every team here is just a powerhouse roster. Every team is just super cracked. So I mean, Norm's gonna pick up a 1-0 lead though in game number 3. You were correct. They're starting to lead game number 3 now. We'll see how this one plays out.
That was the fun thing. You mentioned Andy on one of the squads. That was the end to our last meeting when we were watching the end of Split 2 was Andy versus Wavy. A very cool matchup. Seeing teammates go head to head in one of these tournaments. Very, very dope. So yeah, I mean I'm with you. Lowercase, like 3 is bigger than 2, but not by much. That's kind of what we're talking about. 4 very talented squads here. And I think that if you look at the numbers, you probably wind up blue. But that said, It's all orange at the moment. Just under 3 minutes to go. And the ball looking for a place to call home. Just boomed out by Pinch Perfect. Grabbed up by Silent. 2 defenders here, and it's not going to be a good shot.
And halftime about to elapse in 10 seconds. Can Pinch Perfect equalize before then? Flitz has the opportunity to, but cleared away. Surreal to keep it in, but Silent able to clear that one out as well. It's going to be free possession for Top Cheese. Mystic to overcommit now, and Flitz has a free ball up the wall. He's going to look for the ceiling pass over to Surreal. Surreal's able to get the angle. Let's
nice.
put it in for the free shot. Gonna be saved away by Wavy, though, who maintains his composure on the goal line to keep his team up by 1. 2 minutes to go.
That was such an insane shovel pet, like really nice shove there, but nothing, no follow-up, nobody able to score, and Wavy, yeah, making that move. I'm very cool play, unfortunately. No conversion there. Big possession here for Pinch Perfect, though. Top Cheese dribbling up top. Looking for a mid-trailer, it's Surreal. But Mystic plays it right, stays with the play, and nothing doing here for Blue one more time. Scratch that, Surreal has it, passes down to mid. And Silent's able to grab it and the demo on a Flitz, so this is an opportunity for Norms.
And with 1 minute and 30 seconds to go, F-Dot and viewers, you guys might notice when I'm looking at analyzing this game, I am seeing a massive boost differential between Norms and Pinch Perfect. Pinch Perfect just not having enough boost. You see, Flitz here has the free possession, but is forced to pass as he doesn't have any boost in the tank. Pinch Perfect looking to keep pressure on Zero, sending a 3-man offense, but it's not going to be enough considering the boost differential. Norms are going to sit back and play that counterattack solo-based play style, but the reason that's working right now is because they are giving themselves the time on defense to grab the hundreds off 50s like this from Wavy, which is allowing Pinch Perfect not the space in the midfield to save it. You see another big save, and now Wavy has the solo with the 100. It's going to be potentially a free shot here, but off the crossbar. Pinch Perfect have 40 seconds to equalize. A pass over to Flitz for the free shot. That one's going to be low, but saved again. What a save on the goal line there.
Unironically, what a save. I feel like every time I say what a save, I'm just making fun of somebody. But unironically, what a save.
That was a really
incredible
good save.
defensive set.
Is that one in? Is that one in? Oh,
no, it's not!
20
a
seconds,
hair to the right. They got this. No, they got this.
Flitz has a free ball here. 20 seconds, though.
Nope.
He's able to get one touch. It's going to be tough. Norms are really pushing them in here.
The movement has been really... the game has gone a lot faster here. And I think that's been all Norms. Just keeping up the pace and making Blue drive in circles. Grounded and you're good. Ground him and you're good.
Perfect has any boost here. This is going to be tough for them to follow it.
Nice.
Oh, he had the shot, but he's playing the touch there. If he stuck with the shot and played the miss, that one might have found the back of the net, but a massive fake in the midfield, and that's the importance of just being present on the ball there. Really good play from the Norms defense to shut that one down. Shooting opportunity on the right side of the midfield, and Pinch Perfect are going to go down in the series again, 2-1. Now the question is, do they come back with a vengeance a second time and win by 5 or more in game number 4 here on Utopia Coliseum?
I feel like that response level up is really just a game 2 thing. You know, like you're unsure of of what the temperature is like in the pool. You jump in and then you acclimate. I don't know that you acclimate a second time. So Pinch Perfect, they've got to respond to what Norms did. But that's the thing, is they didn't do anything that seems there wasn't anything specific. Take care of this guy, fill the passing lanes, play more defense. You mentioned it, actually. I guess it's boost management. Is that it?
Yeah, I think right now, if Pinch Perfect can find a way to consistently have more boost on the field, they're going to see a massive advantage in the midfield, and Flitz is going to pick up an early goal. But you see here, Flitz is able to find this one because he has the 100 to get the beat, gets the middle boost, and then uses more boost to get the shot on target. We talk about the importance of having boost there. Flitz does the most, and on top of that, executes mechanically as well. They're going to pick up a 1-0 lead.
That is a really clean, that's a really nerdy goal that I really enjoy. Making sure that you travel with the ball toward, like your routing is just correct. It's not flashy. You don't have like a cucks or pinch or anything nuts going on. You're just making sure you're doing the fundies, getting the boost. Nice flick. Disrupted here by Orange, but more of that. If you play more fundamental Rocket League and make sure to nail those rotations and get the boost like you were talking about, I think Pinch Perfect have a better chance.
Absolutely.
Even if they do so, I think Norms are pretty hot today, dude.
You're not wrong. I think Norms are pretty hot, but I think the big thing is it's not only important for Pinch Perfect to have boost to generate those opportunities in front of the net, but you got to understand as well that it is a direct counter to Norms' playstyle, who do rock a very solo play heavy playstyle where they aren't passing the ball too much. They're looking for air dribbles like this from Wavy, but it's off the post. But if Pinch Perfect's able to maintain boost control, especially in the midfield, it's going to shut down a lot of these solo play opportunities that Norms are able to generate through the midfield onto offense in their transitional defense up the field. And without the boost that Norms have, you can see Wavy going for his whole play on here on 20 boost. It's not going to be enough to generate a shot on target for the pressure. Mystic, the only one with boost here, is going to go for a quick beat. But again, when there's only one player on the field with boost, you can immediately pre-jump because you know he's not getting a pass. And we see a boost conservation effort from Pinch Perfect. They're doing a lot better of maintaining boost this game, and you're seeing a massive difference.
It's honestly it sounds like it's less about them having boosted, more about starving the boost from Norms, which is kind of the same thing, but Norms not having access, that's our whole game plan.
Absolutely.
And it's
especially
it's
Wavy
really
too. Like, if you want that guy to cook, he has to have 100 every time he goes to the ball, because it's going to be difficult to 1v3 some of the best players in North America without at least 100.
Gotta come full equipped. Halfway through.
It's a good clear from Mystic. That's going to go towards the corner. I don't know, F-Dot. I think Pinch Perfect ties the series here again, man. It's going to be close. I'm not
There's
sure.
a lot of time, bro.
Yeah,
There's over 2 minutes. Calm down.
I think we can see a Pinch Perfect equalization here again. 2-2 in the series. I think this one goes to 7, F-Dot. I won't lie. I think this one goes to game 7. This is close.
It's just one goal. Right now, it's been very chaotic Rocket League. Nothing really getting on the ground, so to speak. Surreal nails the boost. Very important. Silent was really hoping to be able to snatch that one. And a shove towards the net. Nothing really fancy, just trying to hope it on in. Somebody needs to grab possession and make a play. It's going to be Wavy. Flitzy in the defensive position.
What a save.
Even with
so cracked, F-Dot.
Even with the teammate coming for the bump.
Yeah.
Got the save.
Yeah, that was insane. That was insane. Oh my gosh. How was this a goal? Wait, a massive blunder from the side of Norms here. Mystic to throw this one to the corner. It shouldn't have been a shooting opportunity, but Silent's going to be on the back wall, and you can't have that level of structure on defense. Both players playing near post for no reason. Silent's going to be backwards on the back wall. That cannot happen. A silver level blunder there from the Norms. That's a really rare mistake. We've seen a lot of this team, but you don't see mistakes like that on defense very often from this Norms side. Someone has got to be back post to follow up that touch from Mystic, and it's going to be 2-0 basically for free here.
That's a communication play, honestly, on both sides of the ball. Defender, 2 shots. And an opportunity here for Orange. Norm's trying to get back on in. Mystic shoves. Silent maybe gets an opportunity for somebody in midfield.
Oh, what a save from Flitz, though. That was not easy to react to, but he's able to get a piece, and that keeps the game up by 2. Silent's got to throw this one away on 0 boost, and Wavy, not with enough boost to follow it up, has to rotate all the way back. That's going to run the clock. Long clear from Top Cheese, and it's not looking good for Norms.
If we get a goal here, this is totally convertible. And look, team play for the first time, and they fumble it.
Immediately shut down by that Pinch Perfect defense in the midfield. And again, you're seeing a lot more boost conservation. Look at the field right now. Everybody on Pinch Perfect has over half boost. And that is what I'm talking about. Pinch Perfect able to maintain boost control in the midfield. Boost equals possession at a higher level of play. They're able to get more boost this game around, and we're able to see a Pinch Perfect win in game number 4. It's now 2-2 in the series, F-Dot. Of a best of 7, we basically got a best of 3 at this point. We're going to game 5, Manfield night. I'm hyped. Are you hyped, F-Dog? Because I'm hyped right now.
I am hyped.
You don't look hyped.
No, man,
I'm hyped, man. Come on.
Dude, I'm giga hyped. I was so excited there for Norms because you saw them. It was like an anime. All three of the cars, like, they fan out. They're like, all right, we're gonna play Team Rocket League like them so we can be good. And then they immediately got smoked. Like immediately they got the ball stolen from them. So I mean, I will ask you just straight up the question: Can Mellow Ball, can solo play, can it work at this level? Can you do that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's been Norm's playstyle the entire tournament, and it absolutely can. But the big thing is, especially Wavy needs to get control of the ball, but on top of that, he needs to get control of the boost. And I really do think this series is going to come down to the ability of each team to maintain boost well on pads, but also grab the other team's corners and the mid 100s as well. I think whatever team has more control of the boost is going to walk away with the win here.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely the temperature for this matchup. You've got both teams wanting to do different things, but all requiring the same resource.
Oh my gosh, what a touch from Flitz. He's able to get a Psycho off of Wavy's long clear, and that's going to clear the ball out, allowing Pinch Perfect to get a lot of boost here. Top G is going to be in an awkward spot, but a free catch, a free flick, a free 50. That one's back towards the midfield for no reason, though. This one's going to be off the corner. Top G's got a stretch. He's able to stay behind it for the 50, and that allows a temporary alleviation of pressure. My goodness gracious, that could have easily have been a goal.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Not the case. Instead, it's silent. Coming downfield. No scoring opportunity just yet. Position good for Blue, actually.
Oh, this could be hard for Silent to read. Free shot potentially for Flitz, but he can't find the angle. That was a really hard read for both teams there. That one's going to bounce slightly awkwardly for the shooter, but a basically impossible read with the velocity off the back wall for the defender in that position, and he's not able to find the angle.
One more run here from Norms. Just gonna like shovel pass, man. Just chest past it. No real shot. And that's a little bit of my criticism here for Norms over this the 2 minutes that we've watched in this game and a little bit of last game is I haven't really seen too many shots. Just sort of throwing the ball towards the net. You know what I mean? Like not a lot of coordination. Even when we're playing solo ball, we're not seeing like a real dedicated, oh, I got this shot, just like, a lot of the time.
Yeah, and I think that's their intention of potentially getting the boost out from Pinch Perfect and allowing Wavy space like this to go for solo plays. They recognize a boost advantage for Pinch Perfect, and they're forcing them to utilize their boost to make saves until the point where they don't have anything left, and then they can go for a solo play. It might be an intended switch of play style, because going for solo plays when the other team has 100 and you haven't quite pressured them yet may not be the best way to pick up goals here. So they might be going for quick counterattacks to starve out the boost of Pinch Perfect, force Flitz into making plays like this just to clear the ball barely, and then allow his team. Oh my gosh, what a follow-up from Top Cheese, though. That shouldn't have been any pressure. That was a clear, but immediately Top Cheese follows it up for a shot out of nothing. Really well played. 2 minutes to go. Oh my gosh, that could be in. What a
Surreal!
Surreal. Oh my God. He got smoke screen. He is able to pull that one out.
Oh man, I for sure thought that demo was going to open everything up. Instead, Surreal makes a highlight reel of his own. Flitz now with the ball over one defender. No trailer to knock it on in after the fact. Top Cheese and Surreal battling on this side of the field. They're getting 2 demos and still nothing landing. Not the strongest defense necessarily from Norms, but they are so chaotic. They're always in the face of Pinch Perfect, and that's that's translating to defense.
And that's what I was gonna say. If you know soccer tactics, you're seeing Norms park the bus here.
Yeah.
Or sorry, other way around. You're seeing Pinch Perfect park the bus, and you're seeing Norms just throw everything forward, trying to smother out the boost from Pinch Perfect to the point where they have a free solo play, and you're seeing Pinch Perfect go for quick executed counterattacks through the passing lanes in the defense to quickly get a shot on target to punish the last defender for not being in net in time. So this one's either going to be a quick counterattack goal or a really good solo play from Norms. That one's going to be on target again, but you're seeing the pressure that Norms are putting on everyone on defense, everyone on zero. It just takes one player from Norms to control or one counterattack from Pinch Perfect. Could this be the one? It's going to be in. Flitz on the counter. He's able to get the dunk, and that could be the Game 5 winner into the top right corner.
Bro, not even just the goal. This was the cherry on top, but homie spent the last 3 engagements working for his paycheck. He had 2 great defensive stops and turned one of them into a goal on the other side. And those defensive stops, he was reading the future, man. He sees these routes. That was beautiful Rocket League play for a straight 30 seconds from him.
Really well played there. Really well played. 1-0 with 15 seconds. Could we see Norms equalize here? That's the question. They throw everything forward, but now they absolutely have to. This one's going to go across. Silent to miss the corner, though, means he's a bit slow to this one. Wavy's going to take it off. It's off the ceiling. It's a difficult clear. This one going back towards the midfield, but can't find the shot. He's able to get the double, though, to keep it alive.
No!
That one's going to go down off the pinch, though. Pinch Perfect are going to go on match point.
Tough one, and Flitz. I mean, we talked a little bit about how the rules here, where you have one of these like pro high-end players and 2 guys that haven't seen CR or RLCS. Spoiler alert. I mean, Top Cheese. He's got the CRL tagline. Like, he's seen higher end competition, but Flitz is the guy. He's the one.
100%.
And I was going nuts towards the end. The goal was pretty, but it really was the defense. He stopped 2 separate near goals on the other side and then converted. Yeah, that's what you've got to do when you're the guy.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent and perform and operate at a level that's just above everyone else on your team and at least the majority of the other team as well. Oh my gosh, the angle from Mystic, though. We talk about being the guy, but Mystic makes a statement for himself. Wavy's able to pop that ball over towards the back wall and get a bump, but Mystic finds a tight angle and the double to beat Surreal on Neo Tokyo game number 6. And 1-0 for Norms just 15 seconds into the match. That's going to be massive momentum in their favor. But Surreal, oh my goodness, puts it on target off the kickoff. But Wavy's able to make the clear for now.
For now. Those are the foreboding words. We'll see if he's able to turn it around.
30 seconds in. 30 seconds in, F-Dot. I don't know. This one's going to be close, man. Game point for Pinch Perfect, but Norms is coming out swinging.
And that's where I was going to go. Norms, something happened in the 20 seconds between games. They seem a little more cohesive than our last game. Last time around,
oh my goodness,
nothing really was landed. This time, I think we've seen more controlled shot attempts in this 1 minute of play than we might have saw all last game.
Oh my goodness, no way. No!
No way.
Oh my God! Flitz almost pulls out a highlight reel shot. That would have been goal of the tournament if he found the angle there. But gonna be saved away by Mystic. What a play.
Almost what a play.
Almost what a play indeed. But the attempt was ambitious, but I love it from Flitz. He's getting confident. He's getting mechy. He's getting cracked. He's getting passionate. And I mean, why wouldn't you when there's $10,000 up for grabs? We're in the grand finals of the Quantum Esports.
Easy meat. Easy meat.
Easy meat? Yeah, for a guy like you, thought is easy.
Nice. 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 Nice,
good clear,
dude.
Good clear.
We're here. Surreal. Looking to shove it on out. But silence here. Man, the control was all on Norm's side. Pinch Perfect has just stolen it now. Still no goals for Blue.
I mean, halftime's almost here. I mean, yep. Wavy's gotta potentially find a second for a little bit of insurance here. Flitz has been cooking. I don't know if I can say the same thing about Wavy. He hasn't been playing bad, but I think Flitz is just playing on another level right now. Despite that, Pinch Perfect's gonna be down in game number 6 so far. I think they can equalize this. They've been playing fantastic Rocket League at just now halftime. Half the game's been playing, and I think that Pinch Perfect has played the better half. Norm's able to find a quick little goal, but I think Pinch Perfect deserves to be in the lead right now. If we had an expected goal statistic based on the performance, possession, and pressure so far, I think Pinch Perfect would be in the lead here.
You know, I hate that, but I think I agree. I'm happy that Norms is up right now. One, I want to see a game 7. That's what we're here for today. But I like this style of play. I don't even think it's the best. I just think it's fun to watch. Very individual-based Rocket League, and then a real defensive stop. That's what they look for. They look for 1 or 2 goals, and then just like sit down, park the bus, drill it in. And that's I like that style of play. I think Pinch Perfect is playing better Rocket League if you really, really ask me. So I hate it, but I think you're right.
This could be a goal here. Oh, Flitz with an amazing attempt. He's able to fake the flick in that position and then immediately go for an air dribble bump, but saved away barely. Oh, free shot for Topcheese. Topcheese, you can't miss that. That was open.
He did, though.
Defender is going to get bumped out of the net. Topcheese with an absolute sitter, and he just doesn't take the appropriate run up at the ball. It's going to be 1-0 for Norms, but it should be tied.
That one's going to burn. That one's going to burn. That's the one you look back at the VOD. Hopefully, Surreal's able to help out. Yeah. Ping off the crossbar. And what I was just about to say, that's the one that hurts. You watch the VOD and you remember that one. Now, we'll never speak about it again. As long as Surreal's able to equal that up very quickly, we never mention the that missed shot again. So, Surreal, thank you, is what his teammates say, what Topcheese is saying right there, right now. Tied up at 1, under a minute to go. And we've said that Pinch Perfect are playing better Rocket League, quote unquote. We both kind of agree there. But Norms find these moments. And that's really what this game is about. Rocket League is a game about connecting a couple of moments. One goal ends it. 30 seconds on the clock, Mizu. Anybody's game.
Oh, anybody's game indeed. It's going to come down to one moment like you're talking about with 30 seconds to go. Pinch Perfect could win the entire series right here, or Norms could force a Game 7. Mystic looking to do that, but saved away. Flitz has a free ball up the wall, leaves it for Surreal. Flitz to play the mid pass off Surreal now. Wavy's going to go for a quick force. That one's going to result back into the corner, but nobody on Norms has any boost now. Wavy's the only one with any boost, and it's just 50 in the tank for him. Regardless of that, he's able to take it up the field. It could be a free shot here, but nobody on Norms is able to get there, and we have Game 6 overtime.
Needed to keep it up there. I think both teams were just like really into the play. Might have even missed. I think there was an opportunity to get that into the net. But nah, no okie dokes here today.
A bit scary from Silent there, though. He looked a bit awkward on the goal line. Didn't quite read the bounds. Oh, Wavy could get the angle for a pass here to Mystic. Mystic back towards Silent potentially after the bump, but Flitz is dialed, and he's able to make the clear.
That's what I've seen. I mentioned it before. He's just in these passing lanes. He sees where you want to pass and gets there first. Get some Drano, man. He's clogging it up. Mystic can't bring it home. I thought we were going. I thought we were rolling. I bet you Mystic did as well. Instead, it's all over.
Oh my God, Topcheese finds the angle. That should have been a goal from Mystic, but Topcheese able to get a quick angle, and we're not going to Game 7. It's a Game 6 victory instead for Pinch Perfect. They're advancing to the grand finals of the grand finals. I know it's a bit redundant, but the finals of the grand finals. This was the semifinals. Pinch Perfect versus Norms. Next up, we got Stummy Ache in Andy's team, and Gentleman, which is G-Man's team, is going to be a back and forth series as well, and we're going to get that one started as soon as possible. But they'll be meeting Pinch Perfect in the finals, which I think was an expected result, but a little bit closer than Pinch Perfect fans would have wanted it to be.
Hey man, that's Stockton University top cheese to you, buddy. He's bringing it home, man. Love to see it. A fun one to watch as well. You know, we no 4-0s, no sweeps here. We didn't get 7, but we got 6. And I thought you had a great analytical breakdown there when we were talking in Game 2 about, or maybe it was Game 3, about how we saw individual play coming out from Wavy's squad, and the norms were just trying to kind of play some hero ball, and then the other side, a very distinctly different play style. I don't necessarily think that one play style won above the other. I think the team that was playing better Rocket League won the series.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I think that Pinch Perfect are playing the better Rocket League overall. They're going to take the win in the semifinals over Norms, which advanced them to the grand finals against the winner between Stummy and Gentleman. Stummy is going to be Andy, Imminent, and Hero. and they're going to be playing against Gentlemen, which is, I believe, G-Man, Creed, and their coach. I can't remember his name. I know it's their coach. He used to coach their roster and play with Anxiety. That's what it is. Anxiety. I believe that's the player.
Like that song everybody loves?
Well, how's it go? Sing it for us, F. Dot.
It's my anxiety. That one, you know?
Okay,
he keep on
like
trying me.
Exactly, bro. You got it. That's the
You didn't
one,
think I was going to do
so.
it. And then, yeah. You're late to the camera. You're not getting me doing it on camera. I'll do it on
did
voiceover.
I didn't think you'd actually do it, but you know what? I'm happy you did. I'm happy you did. I tried to put you in a tough spot and you came through, so I respect
I
that,
see
man.
Mizu's face when we're on the other screens, and when he said when I started singing it, you went.
Yeah,
very good stuff. Oh man, we're having a blast here, but it's been really, really dope having you guys ride along with us. Like we said, shout out to our homies at the Space Force. They're the ones that threw a bunch of money down here to celebrate the tier 2 seeds, not just in Rocket League, but Valorant tomorrow. 3 months of competition, seeing some of the big boys out here. So we're going to show them some love as well, because why are they doing this? Well, the Space Force, they're a little nerdy too. They like games. Shout out to my fellow nerds over at the Space Force. Here's a little bit of what the Guardians got going on over there.
I'm Specialist 3 Allen. I'm currently lower enlisted in the United States Space Force.
I'm Andrew Grasby. I'm a major in the United States Space Force.
So I've been in for about a year now. I got into video games from very, very early young age. Something my parents kind of surprised me with one day, Christmas morning.
About 3 or 4 years after just kind of playing it casually by myself, I ran into Air Force Gaming Program, and that kind of opened the opportunity to become competitive with it. And as for why I love Rocket League, I think it's just a really unique game. Of course, with any esport, I love the competitive aspect of it, but for me, it's just it truly embodies an esport, because not only is it like loosely based off soccer, it's like it has an element of team play, but also just like individual expression in the game, because there's different play styles, and I'm sure that's true for other esports games as well, but I really see it very prominent in Rocket League.
I got into Rocket League about 9 years ago now. I've been playing it on and off ever since. It's been one of those games where, you know, I just can't drop it. And I also it's the one game that I'm pretty competitive about. It's something I want to get better at. I remember I walked into the Air Force recruiting office and I was like, look, these are my goals. I have these certifications. It's been a very good decision. And for me, it's going to help my career tremendously, because I have a good security clearance. I'm getting a lot of on-the-job training that it'll look really good. And honestly, I went in with the idea of only doing 4 years, doing my time and getting out. But at this point, I might be inclined to stay.
I ended up applying to go to the service academies, and I'm a U.S. Air Force Academy graduate. So I graduated in 2013 from the Air Force Academy, and then joined the Air Force. About 8 years roughly into the Air Force, I had the opportunity to join the Space Force, raised my hand, and got selected. So for me, it was a matter of which mission are you supporting, and I was always been fascinated by space. So the Space Force was a pretty cool opportunity.
I work with making sure that users, whether it be someone in the Army or the Navy or the Marines or the Air Force, if they need to access a satellite, it's something that I will help them with, help them troubleshoot, stuff like that. The Space Force will probably, in my professional opinion, always be a little bit of a mystery, mostly because all of it goes into the top secret territory.
I'm an officer in the Space Force. I get to mentor a lot of the people that I play with, because I'm usually playing with mid to junior, some other junior officers, but mid to junior enlisted for the most part, who is in the Air Force gaming community. And I would say, like, it gives them to a different perspective of like officers as well. And there's military customs and courtesies, but like we're human beings as well, and can connect on a different level and outside of the workplace.
In terms of what skills correlate, in terms of playing video games and being a service member myself in a pretty technical career field where communication matters. Attention to detail is very important when it comes to the work that we do in the Space Force. Mistakes can compromise very expensive pieces of equipment. The satellites I work on are, upwards of $500 million each. And playing video games, it gives you an attention to detail that you learn to appreciate. So over time, when you start getting pretty competitive in video games, once you move up on the skill tier, you're going to start focusing on little things to improve. It's taught me, and both correlate back and forth between my career. So with the Space Force, you're constantly told attention to detail because it's the little details that matter and it's your foundation. The same thing with Rocket League applies. You have to really build on your foundation in order to succeed. So whether it be aerials, flip resets, stuff like that, just general mechanics that, every Rocket League player wants to learn. It all has to do with attention to detail. You have to figure out what you're doing. That applies to my day-to-day as well in the Space Force.
Welcome back, friends. Again, shout out to our homies at the Space Force for really helping us out, tending to our Tier 2 needs. And, of course, just hooking up Mizu.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you so much, F-Dot. That's a little alley-oop from you, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you so much to the Space Force for powering this event. This has been a super fantastic event to participate in, to host the cast, and to be with F-Dot as well for the finals. So the last 3 months has been nothing but joy, nothing but action, nothing but fun. I appreciate you guys hanging out as well for the last 3 months. But right now, we got the second semifinals about to get underway. And man, oh man, I couldn't be more excited for it, F-Dot.
You said before it was G-Man, it was Gentleman, and Stummy Ache.
Yeah.
Ridiculous name, but you know what? To be honest, the gameplay is kind of ridiculous as well.
I don't know about ridiculous name, all right? Let's calm down on that, F-Dot. You can judge all you want, but I'm a Stummy Ache fan. I want to see Stummy Ache take the win here.
You're a fan of getting a Stummy Ache?
Yeah, I'm a fan of getting Stummy Aches, and I'm a fan of Stummy Ache taking the win here. I think Stummy Ache's gonna take this 4-2 and move on to the finals. I think Gentleman's a good team, but I think Stummy Aches is different. I think they're different.
I agree on that one. I think again, 3 months of 2.5, 3 months of competition getting us here. So all 4 of these squads are good. So when we're talking about Team A being better than Team B, that's just how she works. But I look at Andy. I look at the squad. Very, very strong. And if you joined us last week, first of all, thank you. You're beautiful. Second of all, Kiro makes a name for himself. However, G-Man wants to show up here and say, listen, it's been a month. Y'all don't remember us from Split 1. What's up?
Yeah, and immediately a goal for Gentlemen as well is really big for them, really big in the momentum switch. And I mean, if Gentlemen win this semifinals, we're gonna see a grand final, which is reminiscent of the final of Split 1, because that will mean that both teams from Split 1 will advance to the grand finals, which means both teams of Split 2 will be in the 3rd place match as well. So I mean, I personally want to see a Stummy Ache versus Pinch Perfect game, because we haven't seen those teams two teams go at it yet. That would be really cool. But Gentlemen versus Pinch Perfect would be a rematch that went to Game 7 in the first split, so that could be close as well. We'll see what happens.
So basically, we eat no matter what.
Oh, 100%. We eat no matter what. No matter the result of this final, I think the grand finals are gonna be exquisite.
But it depends what we eat if we get to Stummy Ache.
Oh, 100%. I mean, Stummy Ache gonna
we gotta eat a W
Bell.
here.
We gonna get some Taco Bell. But Gentlemen get in. We eat nice with the Gentlemen, right? We eating some caviar. You know how it be.
Some foie gras for the Gentlemen. But
Exactly.
Kiro, ungentlemanly, just drives it downfield, has the 3rd place player show up. Not the first. Look, here comes Kiru, and Andy's the trailer, the secondary opportunity. Nope. It's Bryant. What's good? 1 point up for the boys.
Yeah, and Brian's going to pick that one up in the bottom left corner. Really good shot from Brian to put that one in. And he's done the most there to get that reset double touch at the top left corner. And really good pressure overall from the team there. Kiro's going to get some good pressure as well. But man, oh man, we got a back and forth game immediately. And I mean, Norms versus Pinch Perfect is a bit low scoring. These two teams are going at it. This is a slugfest to open up game number 1 of the semifinals. I'm excited to see who's going to advance to the finals for $10,000. Let's get it started.
Nice shove by Anxiety there. Turned a booming clear into actually a half possession, but 1 pass, 2 pass. Oh, that's what I like. Man, this is the way to my heart.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I mean, Gentlemen are one of those teams that go for a lot of passing plays. That's what we've seen out of them in Split 1. They were picking up a lot of those midfield plays. Pinch Perfect forced back into their own defensive half in the finals of Split 1, and we're seeing it again. Gentlemen going to pick up the second goal of game number 1 through a passing play, and I mean, that's their bread and butter. Well played to them.
I love seeing the give and go, man. I like the pick and roll. Either
Oh,
way,
yeah. It's
G-Man,
beautiful stuff.
Again,
it reminds me of like Barcelona tiki-taka when these guys be going for passing plays. Rocket League is one of those beautiful games that allows you to really flow with creativity in terms of your passing. And speaking of creativity, we're going to get a pre-jump from Kiro, pre-flip on zero boost, bottom right corner, slotted, and Kiro is locked in with his mechanics yet again. In this series, he went crazy in Split 2 and he's going crazy in the finals.
Scale of 1 to 10, how hard is that goal?
Oh, man. I mean, I don't think there's anyone in my chat who could score that. I'm going to be honest. That is unbelievable. To get the pre-flip angle and zero boost to also slot that bottom right, I mean, you've got to play that perfectly. And on top of that, you can't hesitate at all. Or you're
nice
not going to
angle.
get the angle. Oh, my goodness.
Bro.
What a save from Andy.
Oh.
I mean, that was as close as you're going to get to not going in the net. Let's be honest here.
Where's the VAR? I'm calling for it. I want to see that line, baby. Either way. Kiro, he was the hero from last time around.
That's going to go
Nobody
off the
here.
post as well. Both teams
Nobody
getting
here.
a bit unlucky. Yeah, both teams getting unlucky. I think we got to get a VAR check on both sides now because it's getting close now. 2 minutes to go, and we got a tie game in game number 1.
That's how you that's how you know they're real refs. That's a makeup call, right? All right, should have been a goal. You're fine on the other side. Now we're even again. And 1:45 on the clock. And it means that it's going to be an orange goal. I was about to say possession, but Anxiety got there first. Off of the pass from, well, G-Man. Look at this. Another give and go opportunity.
And Anxiety, potentially the hero for this Gentleman roster, gonna pick up the 3rd goal for his team to go up by 1. And speaking of heroes, speaking of legends, a huge shout out to Austin Barnett for the $5 donation. Legend, man.
Hey.
Appreciate you, Austin. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for 500 stars. You're a legend, man. 1 minute, 30 seconds to go. And Stomach are going to go behind by 1, potentially 2, but G-Man can't find the angle. 1 minute 15 now. Kiro can't get the double touch. Andy with free space, though, to take it up the right wall. This one to bounce to Bryant. A little bit of an awkward read, but he might be able to get it over 1. He will be able to. Immediately back to Andy, but this Gentleman defense is blocking everything that Stomach is throwing at them. They're not even allowing a shot.
Just stealing it. That said, it's going to be Andy coming on through, past one defender, gets met by Anxiety in the net. It's G-Man's turn. Solo dribble down the field, gets met by a defender of his own.
What a save from Andy.
Almost slotted in.
Yeah,
now
that
on the
was
offensive
a crazy
side.
save.
It's going to be G-Man off of Anxiety's pass, has the double touch opportunity, and tops it up. 4 goals in total, and it's just game 1.
And Anxiety rotating back there to get the touch up to G-Man, who immediately does a 180 turn on the wall for the double touch. A great pass from Anxiety, a great double from G-Man. And you know, that might be a 3-man passing play. It's Anxiety to G-Man, G-Man to the back wall, back to G-Man in the net. So, I mean, we're seeing 2 passing plays from Gentlemen so far for 2 goals, and that's the difference maker, is Gentlemen are finding each other, but Andy doesn't need teammates. That's the thing. We talk about Gentlemen and their team play. Andy's just that guy. He's the main character of this tournament. He's going to find a double touch. You thought he was shooting high on defense anxiety? He sees you pre-jump. He shoots it low. We got a 1-goal game with 20 to go.
You got a little bit of finesse on one side and a little bit of just flip and put it in on the other side. Great stuff out of Andy. And there's enough time to tie it up here.
Oh, and that's
So
a
it's
good
gonna be
clear to get
Bryant.
that pressure.
This is where you want the ball if you want to bring it to OT.
It's going to be cleared wide, but there's still a chance here. If Bryant can get this ball forward, there is a chance. He's able to clear it, but Creed to get the block. That one's going to go high, though. Free touch for Andy. Blocked away again. Creed can't get the double. It could be a touch forward. They have time. They have time. It's a pass to Andy. He's got time here, but he can't find the angle. The pass attempt was clean, but a little bit too far back. Andy's not on the same page. A little bit forward with that pass, and Andy slots that one top corner every day of the week. And we see a game 1 victory for the gentlemen by 1 goal. It's 4-3, and this is a back-and-forth series. This is drama personified. F-Dot, this is gonna be a good series.
Man, that's the difference maker, in all honesty. Like, that was the right play. They were just moving too slow. Everything was exactly where it needed to be.
It was the right play, F-Dot?
Yeah. If they were moving faster, it would have been the right play. They slowed it down too much, so the ball was too far back. You know what I mean? Like,
you're not wrong. It was the right idea. And speaking
That's
of the
where
right
I'm getting
idea,
at.
speaking of the right
That's the
idea, Colin Limecooler, thank you for the Prime gifted, man. Thank you for the 3 months. That is the right idea. Appreciate you, Colin. Thank you for the primer, man. You're a beast.
that is a good idea.
That is a good idea. No ads for Colin now. He gets to watch this whole dramatic, intense semi-final for $10,000 without any ads. What a beast. Anxiety's going to throw this one towards the corner. Bryant's going to go for the block. And this one's heating up, man. Also, huge shout out to Rog for the Prime sub as well. I appreciate that. Kiro's going to go in the corner and get the demo. Brian's going to take this one up the field. Instead, Andy goes for it. Could he get over the last man? Andy, you know what? Andy, I think, is one of those players that is very smart. He looks mechanical because he does have mechanics, but he is very intelligent. Andy will always take the ball high, and if you're pre-jumping and giving him space, he'll pick up the flip reset and hit it around you. But if you're not giving him space, he'll fake the flip reset and last second get one more touch. It'll go over your head, and he'll maintain control, able to beat out 2 players on the challenge. That's the thing with Andy, is if you challenge him in any incorrect fashion at all, it's immediately pressure for his team, which I think is fantastic from him, able to generate opportunities for Stomach in that last split.
No boost available for Bryant, so can't take his own touch. Instead, the teammate has to show up, and it goes wide left. Andy now on defense, has 2 players here. Break check, and we're good. Shots too high. Creed to answer. And another meet here by Kiro. But Andy shoves it up. Nobody in mid, so G-Man's ball one more time. Trouble in the midfield for, honestly, both squads.
You said G-Man's ball one more time?
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of one more time, Austin Barnett, thank you for 2,000 stars, a $20 donation. You're a legend, man. Halftime here, F-Dot, and we're seeing a tie game. I mean, last game we saw a high-scoring affair, but this game has been close. We haven't seen a single goal from either side so far.
You talked about intelligence. A big part of it is Andy tries to wrestle on the other side. That goal goes in game 1. The difference is, I think these teams are smart, like you said, and they've downloaded what their opponent's approach is. And as a result, both teams are a little bit better at dealing with what both teams are bringing. Doesn't mean we're going to see, OT every team, but absolutely just a little bit more cohesive and understood what's trying to happen here. Andy eventually makes it happen. And look, see, this is the thing, sticking to the style. Just straight up, like, maybe one pass, just brute force it in, bud. Nice
100%.
on the left side.
And he's able to find that speed in the midfield. Kiro's able to throw it off the back wall in a position where the guy on the back wall isn't able to get a piece just low enough and behind enough the defender to get that ball towards the midfield. The defense had it. It was a counterattack opportunity for Gentlemen, but Andy's raw pace, like Seido Doumbia from FIFA 15, able to put that one in the back of the net. Really well played there by Andy. And he's able to find the first goal for Stomach. 1-0 in game number 2. And this is a big game for them. If they're able to equalize the series, we're going to see a close one. But I don't know if Gentlemen go up 2-0 in this series. It might be a bit difficult for them to come back now.
That's fair. It is a long series, though. I think that's one of the fun things about BO7. Like, there's just so much real estate to play around with. Not necessarily throw a game, but if you lose a game or two, you can absolutely get yourself back on into it. So going down 0-2, not exactly the game plan, but if it happens, I don't count the team out. If goals like that happen, I start to. Thankfully, a little too high, and Creed gets involved not once but twice.
Yeah, 1 minute to go here. Oh my goodness, this could be a scoring opportunity. I mean, it looks tough for G-Man, but everyone on this Gentleman's side has boost, but I don't know where the misplay was in that position. G-Man was a bit awkward, but they had the boost advantage here. Bryant's going to get the dunk, but Anxiety had that. He's jumped way too early on the misread. He had Andy beat. It was a counterattack opportunity, but instead it turns into a goal.
A little ugly, but, you know, the ugly ones need love too, right?
That's crazy from you, F-Dot. That's crazy from me. But you're not wrong, man. Everybody needs love, and it's going to be 2-0 now for Stelmiak. And I mean, it really shouldn't be. We're seeing a mistake from Gentlemen that I haven't seen from them all of Split 1. Potentially nerves to play a factor here. And we talk about how Stelmiak has been having a great time playing the game. They're having fun together. I mean, we talk about this, F-Dot. Kiro is playing right now in place of Imminent because of a coin toss. These guys are flipping a coin every game between Kiro and Imminent to decide who's going to play. You talk about having fun in high-pressure environments. Stelmiak is exactly the team that you think of when you talk about having fun. And now Gentlemen are going to go down 0-2 in game 0-1. With 1 second left. I mean, I don't think we see overtime.
There's a chance.
Hey, I don't want to hear you say there's a chance. You know what?
There's a chance.
If they win this game, if they take an OT and win the game, I'll shave my head, bro.
Okay, now I'm actively rooting for them.
That's how confident I am. This is
I'm actively rooting. Y'all
gotta
score here. Andy, keep it up. Andy, keep it up. No, keep.
It's down. It's down.
Okay.
Look, man, I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen.
I was
We're
rooting
gonna see
for it.
Stelmiak equalize in the series. And, yeah, we talk about a team that's having fun. These guys are definitely having fun.
I mean, you know, I think it is so important in a competitive environment, but especially Rocket League, man. So much of the game is about feel. Like, when people talk about game sense in this game, it's about understanding where your teammates are about to go before they do it. And just, like, letting loose, having fun, getting in the game. That's so core to these teams. And Kiro out here, I mean, that's the fun part. By the way, like, do you have that VOD up still? Like, that was a good time last week.
Yeah. It should be on mine. It should be on mine, yeah.
Stelmiak came through here. Kiro was on the bench, and Imminent was the starter. And they would put Kiro in game 2 and game 3 repeatedly, and he would come out and just carry, like, look like the better player over Andy, which is a wild thing to say, right? And, like, just had these moments where he was peaking, you know, even over some of the more talented people on the field. What a treat to watch. And now we're here in the grand finals, and I'll be honest, Kiro is doing well, but it looks like he's just more part of the machine today. You know, like the squad is working together, and it seems like he's come back a little bit to earth.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, it's been Kiro's been playing well, but I mean the way he was playing last time out was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I mean that is some of the most hot-handed gameplay I've ever seen from an individual. It was ridiculous.
People were like talking in the chat, like, "Oh, who is this guy? We got to get his info." Like I was hitting up my Rocket League friends, like, "Do you know who this guy is?" Like, the one guy who knew was Jorby. I just want to point that out.
Jorby
like,
knew him?
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, I heard about that guy. He plays a lot of 6-mans." I was like, "You're the only person who knows this dude, man. Like, what? Why do you know this?" Either way, Kiro, maybe he's able to pull out some of the hero plays today. Right now, it's been the Andy show, which is pretty much what you expect when you pick up the bottle. A bad one there. Ooh, just barely off the mark.
I mean, I think this game's really going to set the tone for the series. The winner of this game, I think, is going to pick up a massive advantage. I can see the winner of this game winning the next 2 games to go up 3-1 in the series. I mean, that's just how close this one has been. I think momentum's going to play a big factor. Kiro's still playing in, looking like he's been winning his coin tosses. Imminent hasn't been playing the game yet. And, I mean, it's not a terrible thing for this Stomach roster. Kiro's been playing well, maybe not as well as he was in split number 2, but he's been playing some great Rocket League. Speaking of great Rocket League, Andy almost finds the top left corner off the flip reset, and Andy has been cooking so far.
He has been cooking, but I want to point out that's like the second or maybe even the third time this game that we've seen Andy try to like solo dribble towards the net, and 2 or 3 defenders show up to stop him. That's worked so far up into the series, but I think Andy's got to share the ball a little bit more if they want to find the back of the net, because the defenders, they've kind of caught on.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be close. I mean, it's looking like Gentleman's been on defense the majority of this series, though. Or not even just series, but game 3 as well. Gentlemen have just been pushed back in. I love the way that Gentlemen are going for passing plays, but at the same time, they haven't generated too much offense. Sure, they're clinical when they get in front of the net. They're passing well, they're shooting well, but there's something to be said with consistent pressure, and they haven't really had the same pressure that Stomach has had. Yeah,
well said. Not a lot of control, to be honest with you. That's sometimes where the pressure comes from. Honestly, Stomach we've seen, or Stomach we usually just see like pop, 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 shot, 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 shot. And there, Andy. Dude, it's just brute force. He's got 2 defenders on him. Kiru shoves it on front. Yeah, Creed's able to touch, but then they can't catch up to Andy.
You ever see one of those wrestling videos where they get like a 400-pound, 6'8" dude, and they stick him in with like 2 normal guys, but they look tiny?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like when Andy's on the ball. It's just like, this guy's a beast. Like, he's not even just like really good. He's a beast. And he's going to find the back of the net with 2 minutes to go.
I've got a story about that, but I'll let it cook for a second, because I'm all in. 1 goal separating our squads here. And this is not going to be a blue possession. It's going to be orange one more time if they meet in the midfield. And Anxiety's able to demo Kiro, so it's G-Man controlling. And even with this mid-touch, I think... No, Kiro snatches it away into the hands of Creed. I thought there was a moment where he would have gone over the top. Instead, strong boost management, and G-Man on the other side brings it home and ties us up.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a decent clear from Andy, but immediately stolen away from Anxiety and immediately followed up on Anxiety's touches G-Man. And it's another passing play for Gentlemen, who are going to pick up a 1-to-1 equalizer in game number 3 here.
That's what we're looking for.
If you're a Gentleman fan, it's what you're looking for, absolutely. But I mean,
if you're a Rocket League fan,
we got some Stomach fans in the chat. Shout it out from the rooftops. Put a 1 in chat if you're a Stomach fan, because I've been seeing some of them in my chat now. Put a 2 in chat if you are a Gentleman fan, and put a 3 in chat if you're a Mizu fan.
I gotta pull up the chat.
Rog putting a 4 in chat. That's a permanent ban, 100%. Get that guy out of here. Hey, we got F-Swag saying not 3. All right, ban that guy too. But 55 seconds to go, man. I don't know who that guy is, but we potentially could see a 2-to-1 game here if Andy can cook on this solo play. Potentially to get around 1. It's really well played, but a good block from Creed to slow it down. Not the touch from Anxiety, but off the crossbar. If you're a Stomach fan, you're a little bit upset there. That one easily could have been a goal. Yeah, not the easiest shot, but just an inch away. Hero with the block potentially off the post. Anxiety also off the post. 2 posts in a row. Anxiety to keep it in, though. Gets a small bump on Creed, and that'll slow down all the pressure that Gentlemen have got going on. This one towards the midfield. Creed with a not enough boost to turn around. Andy's going to throw this one to the left wall over to Kiro. Kiro trying to get it back towards Andy, but blocked by G-Man. And he's got to clear this ball out now to force out overtime, and that's exactly what will happen.
Bang. OT, we start anew.
Bro said bang, and that's it. You know, this is why he gets paid the big bucks. This is why he gets paid the big bucks, man. I love it. I love
That's
it.
my answer, dude. Bang.
And
We gotta
shout
reset,
out the
though.
Facebook chat. Shout out the Facebook chat. I see a lot of threes on Facebook. I'm seeing many threes on Twitch, but I appreciate J Shirt 223 for the threes, man. Thank you, my brother.
Bang.
I don't know, man. Yeah, thank you. There you go, F. Dot. And I'm also trying to shout out every single donation as well, so appreciate you guys for donating. But we got overtime in game number 3 here. This game really to set the tone for the series here, to go up in the series. Basically, I know it is a best of 7, but basically a best of 5 at this point. Both teams, you know, have 1 in the tank. So basically a best of 5. And to go in a lead in a best of 5 is a huge deal. So to pick up an overtime win here could be massive for either side's no low taper fade. And Anxiety's going to play the follow-up from Kareem here. G-Man up the left wall. He's got space and time to cook. Going to bait in Bryant, go off the ceiling. But Bryant with a delayed pre-jump knew that G-Man would try to hit it around him. And he's able to get the block, which is so big for their side. G-Man, the best player on Gentleman, is a... Oh, my God, Kiro! Kiro!
Wow.
I knew he was on the back wall, but I didn't think he had that in his arsenal to find the angle. It was shootable, but the chances were low. Kiro hits it off his wheels to ensure that goes down. And that's a massive win for Stomach, who are now up 2-1 in the series.
I was certain that was going to be a pass back to the midfield for a secondary opportunity. The idea that that goes in there, or that he takes the shot even, very, very confident young player. That's exactly what that is. That's confidence right there. So a nice look from Kiro.
Kiro is cold. That's the hashtag I'm starting. Hashtag Kiro is cold. And Kiro to pick up the game 2 win for Stomach. Sorry, game 2 for them in the series, but game 3 win overall. Series score now in the best of 7 is 2-1 for Stomach. And this is a very back and forth series. I think, honestly, Stomach, after this game, could go 3-1 up in the series. They've had the momentum. That is a big win. Will Kiro stay on the pitch? He will. Looking like Imminent has not been winning his coin tosses at all. We have seen Imminent in the spectator slot. He is ready to go. Imminent is ready to play, but Kiro's just been peeking on his coin tosses, and he'll pick up another game here. Game number 4. It's been all Kiro so far for Stomach, and he's been cooking as well. Let's see if we can get a little bit more out of Bryant. That would be sick if we can see a Bryant clip.
That's the biggest adaptation that I've seen out of Stomach this time around, is that earlier on in the contest, it kind of was the Andy show. We saw a lot of brute force coming out of Andy, a lot of one-man band type stuff. Now we're sharing the ball with Kiro, and the ball's going in. You know what I mean? Like, we saw the adjustment to the Andy show. It's not the Kiro show. We're seeing the ball being shared, and Andy's still going for these Kobe-type shots in traffic, but he's passing the ball over to Kiro. We're still seeing some of this rotation, and that G-Men haven't caught up to just yet.
Yeah, and I think of Andy and Kiro as kind of like Shaq and Kobe a little bit. These guys have been cooking all series. Andy almost picks it up bottom right. That is composure at its best. Bottom right corner, able to sneak by the defenders, but that one barely not going to go in the net. Bryant's in a tough spot now. It's not the read on the defense you'd want to see if you're a Stomach fan, but Kiro's able to bail him out for now. It's going to be a shot again, but Andy can't get there, and a massive blunder from Bryant. We talked about him needing to step up this series, playing on Kiro and Andy's level, and it's a big mistake from him. The ball was, from my perspective, pretty obviously going to roll off the corner. Bryant plays the bounce, doesn't read it off the corner, gets a bad touch, and G-Man's able to finish that one in the top right corner quite easily for a player of his caliber.
Playing from down this time. We'll see if Andy, Kiro, and Bryant can bring it together. It's Kiro with a slow carry. And Andy's going to meet Anxiety right in front. Andy's still here, but a good fall back. Not really a blue possession. It's going to be orange. No. All right. Look at that. Andy refusing to give up the ball to the enemy squad. Andy left side. We do have a blue player in the net. Gets the demo. Andy passes to Andy and gets the goal.
And we talk about Andy. He's a beast. And he'll pick up a massive goal. 1-1, 3 minutes and 7 seconds left on the clock. Andy equalizes. Tons of game to play here. It's anyone's game.
Very important demo. Again, adaptation from this squad. More communication, just straight up. We started this kind of, maybe headsets were off and just passing Andy the ball. Now we're seeing defensive setups. Now we're seeing offensive passing lanes. Now we're seeing a little bit more, honestly, cohesive Rocket League. And it's working out for Stomach. G-Man has a shot, but it's a little high. Secondary is good.
Had to really take your time to make sure that one's going to go in the net there. Anxiety's going to shoot that one top right corner. It goes bar down, but it really takes its time to find the back of the net. Wasn't sure if that one's going to go in. Andy would have had that if it took any longer, but Gentlemen are going to go up 2-1 in game number 4 here. We could see a 2-2. This one is really close, just as the last series was, and I don't think anyone's surprised by that at all.
Not in the slightest, especially if you've been riding with us this whole time. You know, we've been doing this for 2-3 months now. Means you're sitting through all of that Swiss. And this is our payoff, G-Man with the ICBM.
Yeah, and I mean, 3-1 for Gentlemen's exactly what you want to see. It might look like a Mickey Mouse clubhouse goal. How's that one in the back of the net? But you can't blame Bryant for pushing up as the last man, because G-Man beat Andy to the ball, and that's not really something you'd predict very often, is Andy getting beat to the ball in the midfield.
2 minutes to go, 2 goals to get. Stomach has their work cut out for them, but they know what they've got to do at least. It's not a confusing puzzle.
Oh, my God.
Not
Wow, that could have
good
been so cracked.
situation. Wow, G-Man.
That would have been so cracked there. What a save from the defensive Gentleman.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's ridiculous.
I
Gentlemen
wanted to
really want this
scream.
game. Yeah, that was a crazy save, dude. I mean, hey, F-Dot, scream, man. Let's get passionate here, because this is the grand finals for $10,000 today here, F-Dots. I mean, if you're gonna scream on a Rocket League stream, here's the time, here's the day, man. This is a big stuff.
That's fair. I need a reason to, though. Stomach, give me a reason to go nuts. Brian on the possession, our third player. Not able to do much with it, so it's going to be Andy slowing it down. Defender behind him knocks it out of the hands. Defender in front knocks it up front. Secondary opportunity, not going to be good, so it's Kiru. 2 defenders on him. Is there a blue jersey to help? There is, but it's cleared by Anxiety. Not quite cleared. Brian changes the pace, takes it in. Anxiety tried and couldn't get the boom. Right here, look.
Yeah, that's
Brian
a
just
massive
snatched
play
it.
from Bryant. He's able to not only catch the ball and turn that one around, pop it up, find the back of the net, but he's able to get a bump on G-Man to open up the net. And G-Man, because he gets bumped, he can't control his car. He does bump Anxiety as well, so it counts for a double bump, completely clearing the way for the empty net. He's able to turn that one around. Good situational awareness from him to find the back of the net, and we got a 1-goal game with 45 to go.
You were asking more from Bryant. Well, here you go.
Yeah,
More of that.
He not only alley-ooped himself, but he dunked it as well. Really well played there from Brian, able to find the back of the net. And a big save from Brian. He's cooking now. He's cooking now, F-Dot. He's cooking. Oof. Never mind. It's not enough. He was cooking, but, you know, it got burnt a little bit. It's a good save from Brian, but unfortunately, Creed's going to pick up a great pass. G-Man's going to hit it around Andy, and that's going to be 4-2.
Just a little, just a little stuck in the mud there. Looked like more of a good play on G-Man's side than a misplay from Stomach. Would you, or were they should they have stopped that one?
I mean, Andy in that position shouldn't be near post unless he's going to challenge the ball. I think Andy misunderstood how quickly the offensive play from Gentleman came through, and then somebody probably should have been covering Andy's midfield to not allow that pass to come through. Andy probably shouldn't have been alone, but I mean, realistically, if he was alone, then he should have recognized, hey, I'm alone. I need to play back close, play patient, play the shot and the pass at the same time. Not an easy position for him. Not easy to blame him either, but it does come down to that at the end of the day. Really good spatial recognition from Creed to find that pass in the midfield, and 4-2 is the scoreline of game number 4 to pick it up 2-2 in the series now.
All right, 2-2. No toodaloo. We got to keep going. I've always wanted to say that.
I don't even know what you said, man. I'm not gonna lie. That sounded like a Dr. Seuss Green Eggs and Ham Sam I Am story.
I hit the I hit the Dazzer in Toodaloo.
Oh, does he always say that?
That's his thing. Toodaloo, Toodaloo.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, on the on the first touch, whenever he gets annoyed with what's his name, Mr. Bates. But tie game here, Gentleman and Stomach. Honestly, we have a barn burner. Kiro made a name for himself in Series 2, and Andy made a name for himself in Rocket League.
Did
so
you
there's
just say
that.
barn burner? What does that mean, man?
Hell yeah, barn burner is when you burn a barn. It seems pretty cut and dry.
Let's get behind what's it called when you burn something? Is
Arson?
Arson, yeah, let's get behind arson. There you go. Yeah, that's what's happening for sure. But
I mean, hey, you want to be a good Rocket League player, you got to play like Arsenal.
okay, there it is. They're not wrong, not wrong. Arsenal actually invented arson. There you go, man. But
I don't know about that.
Creed's gonna get
Arsenal is a good man. Do not put that on that man's name. Civil disobedience. All right, 4:30 on the clock here. And don't order me a Waymo. Bryant on the way, driving his own car here, but he's got 3 defenders on this side of the map. Not sure if it's going to be a strong possession. What am I talking about? Kiro's here.
Kiro's here again, and Imminent has not had a chance to play. I mean, are we going to see a Game 7 where Imminent only subs in for 7? Because that would be diabolical. And we see Stomach take a 1-0 lead 45 seconds into this game. It's 2-2 in the series. It's game number 5 here on Manfield Night. Oh my goodness, F. This one's getting close.
Yeah, we're all the way turned up. Anxiety shoves it, but there's 2 players there. Honestly, ugly defensive set, but it was in the right place at the right time, so I'll take it and run with it. New possession. And Creed takes out Bryant, so that'll stop any offensive prowess from our blue squad. Stomach's got to hold that L. They'll be able to take it
hold that
upfield
L,
one more time.
Stomach and Stomach fans. Hold that L.
For
Says
now.
F.
For now.
Says F.
I'm actively rooting for the Stomach team and trying to hide it. Now you call me out for being biased against them. You know what? Yeah, I'll say it. I want you to win. Get the ball in the net, Kiro.
Yeah, I'll agree. I do want to see Stomach win this as well. I don't have anything against Gentleman,
Thanks, Andy.
but I mean, Andy's going to put it in. We talk about Andy scoring this ball, but Kiro's done literally everything there. Let's be so honest here. Kiro really well played. Andy finds the read off the post. That's a tough read, but he's able to find it. 2-0 for Stomach in game number 5. This is a big game here, I thought. The winner of this game is on match point in the series, which is massive. You go to Neo Tokyo on match point. It's tough to come out of Neo Tokyo and force a game 7 when you're down in the series. And I mean, it's a tough task against any team, but Stomach as well. We saw last series Pinch Perfect goes to Neo Tokyo on match point. They come out win 4-2 in the series. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Certainly something fun to watch. It's been a good time. I think that's my biggest takeaway as we see one in takeaway. G-Man, all love, by the way, man. G-Man, your friends are going to tell you that F. was on the cast talking smack. I promise. Much love to G-Man and the gentleman. There's something magical about this Stomach team that happened last week that, I think it caught us a lot. I think a lot of us got caught up in the hype as Brian stops the okie doke right there. Still a 1-goal lead here for Andy's squad, Stomach. And definitely within striking distance for the gentleman.
I mean, that's a big save from Creed. That's a massive save, even no low taper fade there from Creed. Really well played, as that one's going to be forced off the back wall. And I mean, gentlemen, barely staying alive in this game. Andy's got a free ball now, and nobody's got boost to contest. This could be bad for gentlemen, but Andy can't get the reset. Brian immediately to follow, but dunked away by G-Man. Andy with another free ball. Oh, no. And it's going to be a save again. Andy gets a bump, but this is just Stomach on offense. Brian finds a free ball. I feel like I'm running a drill, and gentlemen are practicing their defense because Stomach are just onslaught of pressure here.
Yeah, coach just knocking balls one by one by one by one. It's like popcorn, man. This popcorn offense coming out from Stomach. Relentless. Kiru by himself over the top. Double touch is going to be disrupted. No double tap for you today. Nice and easy. It's going to be Creed trying one of his own on an angle. Also denied.
Yeah, and I mean, Gentleman's got to figure it out now if they want a chance at not going Neo Tokyo game number 6 on match point the other way. They got 1 minute to problem solve, to brainstorm, and figure out how to get past not only the defensive Stomach, but be able to get it into their half in the first place. Because Stomach are just on offense here. Maybe the pass to come through, and that's exactly what it is. Gentleman says, let's not overthink it. Stick to our bread and butter. G-Man to keep it low here. He fakes the solo play, and he pre-jumps, but G-Man immediately finds the pass. Bryant's going to get caught out there, not watching the passing lane, and it's going to be a quick shot to find the back of the net for Gentleman 2-2.
Not watching the passing lane, and also the way you get that relentless offense is by not falling back as far, outside every now and then for boost. And so that's the punish, right? They're playing up close, looking to pressure us. Word. Big long pass. We're able to score a relatively open net. So tied up. Half a minute to go.
Oh.
And Andy, what? Just brute forces. A guy was sitting in the net. G-Man's right here. And the pass from Bryant down to Andy gets him off, and that's an ugly one.
Yeah, that's pretty ugly there. That should have been a save from G-Man, I'm going to be honest. You have 3 players in the net there. You've got to cover the corners and force the shot into the middle where you guys can kind of like convolute after your pre-positioning there. G-Man's got to cover that bottom corner. He's the only one that can watch that in that position. A bit of a lack of composure there from him, or a bad comm from either of his teammates. Obviously, we won't know, but no way that one finds the back of the net. Andy doing exactly what G-Man could, pulling it out the corner on 0 boost as well. Could be an early shot save from Bryant. Could be another shot off the post. That's 3 chances for Gentleman. Can it be 4? 3 seconds to go. Anxiety's got a free ball here. He's going to look to 50 it over to his teammate. This one's going to be high, but Andy's got a free ball, a free clear. Kiro goes to the angle. What a keep. What a keep. Can it be up? It's a pop. It's a 50. That's surely down, though. And Stomach are going to be on match point going into game number 6.
Man, that is how you bring it home. That one's going to hurt. Again, I talk a lot about the moment from the series that you think about when you're going to sleep, and that missed save by G-Man. That one is going to hurt. If that's what determines this series, man, ooh. Rough, as a dog would say.
Yeah, I mean, rough as a dog would say, bro. You gotta start barking now. You gotta start barking now, F Dot. Show me your passion. Show me your passion, F Dot.
You got me to sing the TikTok song. I'm not going to bark like a dog. Okay, you got one from me. You got one. I'm not doing the other.
I'll make monkey noises, bro. You just let me know when you need it, man. I got you, bro. I can make a monkey noise easy.
Who's got the 10 gifted, bro?
I'll do monkey noise mid-cast for 10 gifted. There you go. 10 gifted subs, I'll make monkey noises. Next time a ball goes in the net here this game, but oh my gosh, what a save from G-Man. That's big because if Stomach picks up a goal on match point Neo Tokyo, it's going to be tough for them to come back. And a massive goal there. Imminent in my chat said this coin's got to be two-sided at this point because Kiro's playing again. Imminent not even getting a chance to play the game. And I want to see, honestly, I want to see Gentleman win this game. I want to see it go to 7. And I want to see Imminent play only game 7 of the series because absolute cinema.
Now that is absolute cinema. Kiro's hearing you talking about replacing him, and he's like, Brody, game 1, game 4. Okay, game 1, he kind of didn't do anything, but any other game, I'm here to be Kiro, and he's here to be Kiro. I will say, though, the Matt Christopher of all, the sports fiction writing, I would love that. Imminent shows up, game 7, puts on his jersey, grabs a troller, and just runs it. Dude. That's the show I want to watch.
Hashtag Kiro is cold. Hashtag Kiro is cold.
You got to spell it with a K. Come on, man.
I did. Hashtag Kiro is cold,
man. You get cold with a K. Where's the marketing in you? Come on, bro.
My bad, bro. My bad. I'm not as cold as Kiro. I didn't think about that. Oh, my gosh. I could have found the back of the net. Minute and a half into game number 6 here. And gentlemen are behind again in the series. It's not what you'd want to see if you're a gentleman fan. My goodness gracious. They really just cannot find the offense. It feels like G-Man's doing everything by himself. And speaking of doing everything by himself there, he throws it off the floor to the floor. Double Mizu reset Musty.
Nice
but
shot.
It's not enough anxiety to follow the shot there. A really good play from Creed off the right wall back towards the middle. Anxiety able to find the angle in time. A good read from him to recognize his bouncing down. He finds the shot quick enough to get past the defense. And the people in the chat are not happy about that gentleman goal. We're seeing a lot of crude comments from Stomach fans coming out. Not happy that that one found the back of the net. But that's life. You got to cope with it. And hopefully Kiro can cope with it enough to find a goal on this offensive attack. That's
Andy
exactly what
to
he does.
Kiro.
That's exactly what he does. I mean, I call it F-Dot. I know ball because I saw the space in the midfield. Andy to pass it back to Kiro. Kiro doesn't even need a flip. He just shoots that ball high. It's 2-1.
Now that is a crispy goal. That's the good stuff. That's what we want to see. The 1-2 punch right on in. 2 minutes off the clock. And only one goal separating us. Now, historically, every time I say that, we immediately get a goal. So we'll see if the players opt in to change the narrative. But it's Andy getting the ball wrestled away from him one more time. Kiro keeps it on the orange side of the field. But it's going to be a G-man possession. Tackled is Creed. Now disrupt the offense one more time. Anxiety in midfield. Had a shot. Kiro snatches it away. And again, ball just bouncing in front of mid, but nobody in a spot available. Finally, Creed shows up. And honestly, less about finally Creed showing up and more about finally the defense letting up.
Yeah, and as you can see, it seems like a lot of the defensive errors from this Stomach roster result in 2 players on the near post backwards on the back wall. You need to see a little bit more presence from Stomach on that back post defense with momentum challenging the ball. Too many fake challenges into back wall defense. But speaking of defense, where was the gentleman roster? Anxiety pulling out a hero save, but how is that one even off the post for free?
Insane. Absolutely wild to be able to watch this one. Tied up here. Both big and little picture. And Andy trying to change things around. Seems like every time Andy just gets stuck with the ball, the team gets stuck in the mud. But once they start sharing, things start working out. So more of that. Andy passing over to Kiro. Kiro passing over to Andy. Brian getting involved. That's the good stuff.
Oh my goodness, what a save. And if you're just joining us in this series as well and you're wondering what's going on, this is the semifinals of the Quantum Esports Series powered by the United States Space Force. The blue team Stomach are on match point. If they win this game, they're going to the grand finals against Flitz's team. Pinch perfect. But gentlemen, not letting that happen for free. They're looking to equalize here. Another passing play, but off the post. As well as that, Kiro is on this roster for the blue team. And Kiro and Imminent are flipping a coin every game to decide what a save. It's going to be a goal from Brian anyway. That was a really good save from Anxiety, but Brian to find the angle. But Kiro and Imminent are flipping a coin every game to decide who plays. And Kiro has won every coin flip, which means Imminent has not played a single game this series. But if Gentleman force Game 7 and Imminent wins the coin toss, he will only play in Game 7, which would be absolutely insane. And which is really what I want to see here. So with 45 seconds to go, Gentlemen, please come back. I need this. I need this so bad. Oh,
Give
no.
us...
What a save, G-Man. 30 seconds, F-Dot. 30 seconds, please. This one's getting so intense.
Right spot, right time. Got to be able to make the carry, though. Stomach on match point. Gentlemen trying. We're all asking for it. Give us the bonus ball. Blackjack on the clock. And it's Bryant with possession on the good side of the field for him.
10 seconds
Kiro's
left.
going to snatch it.
And he's able to make the clear. 10 seconds to go. G-Man to keep it in, though. Pre-flip from G-Man. Going to force that ball out. Anxiety has a free ball here. Going to be chased out by Kiro. Able to pop it towards the midfield. It could be a free play. Andy's on the end of it, though. This is going to be tough for Gentleman to follow up. That's going to hit the ground. Nobody can get there. And Stomach takes the win without Imminent even needing to play. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Incredible performance from the 4-man roster, only showing 3. I think it's also funny, like we see the end of game chat while you guys are watching the replays, and you always see the team say GG, right? You see the blue team and the red team all say GG. Well, Imminent Creative in the white text says GG's because he's just a spectator. He did not actually play, but he was in the lobby. But
Yeah,
all
he
jokes
was there.
aside,
He was there.
all jokes aside, Stomach comes through and earns this one. And this is kind of what I expected. You know, all 4 of our teams here, very, very strong. Gentlemen able to put up a show, put on 2 W's, and both of those dubs looked pretty damn good, too. But ultimately, Stomach winds up being the better team. Like I said, I think the 1-2 punch of Andy and Kiro is just tough to keep up with.
It is very tough, and I mean, I don't want to underestimate Brian. It's not that he's a bad player, but Kiro's been
Absolutely.
very hot-handed this weekend, and on top of that, Andy's a world-class player, one of the best in North America. That's a tough 1-2 punch to deal with. Gentleman's not able to deal with it. They're going to be going into the 3rd place match against Wavy's team in Norms, and on to the finals is Pinch Perfect with Flitz and Stomach with Andy.
Should be a fun one, honestly. Like
It will be, I'm sure.
It's teams that haven't matched up before, right?
Yeah,
Like,
they haven't played each other. This is the best team out of Split 1 against the best team out of Split 2. I mean, go figure, right? But at the end of the day, they haven't played each other yet. So I'm excited for this matchup here in the $10,000 grand finals.
shout out to our people running the tournament because, like, listen, I've done this a couple of times, and you always have like the ideal. Not that you're a fan or anything, but the storyline, right? Like, oh, we set up this tournament. We want 1 team from each group. And that's never how it works. You have sweeps. You get dunked on. Nah, it worked out, bro. We got the best team from last month, the best team from this month, and they're going to play in the finals. That is exactly what we sign up for. So don't forget, we also are going to hit our 3rd place matchup. There's money for everybody, and we got to figure out just how much or how little you're taking home. 4K for 1st place. We got the 3rd place matchup coming up after this. You're watching the Quantum Esports Series powered by the U.S. Space Force with Mizu. Welcome back, friends. It's the Quantum Esports Series powered by the U.S. Space Force. It's FDOT, it's Mizu, it's Rocket League. We got the cool third place matchup.
I'm hyped for this. I'm hyped for this.
I'm hyped for the grand finals. I'm not hyped for this, but you know, let's set realistic expectations.
Well,
this is our
here's the thing, FDOT. Here's the thing, right? So this is the number 2 seed out of split 1 against the number 2 seed out of split 2. So these are both very good teams. These are both finalists out of each split, right? And you're like, okay, well, it's a third place match. It's not that big of a deal. There's a $500 difference between getting 4th place and 3rd place right now. So there's minimum $500. So just so you know, the 4th place team gets $1,500 for their team. The 3rd place team gets $2,000. So 4th is $1,500. 3rd is $2,000. There's still $500 on this best of 7, and it's just the 3rd place matchup. It's not even the grand final. So yeah, I'm a bit hyped for this one.
Yeah. All right. You know what? I'm hyped. That's 500 beads.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
That's a lot of money. I won't lie.
That's you know what that $500 is? Alpha boost.
It's a car. It's a yacht. it could be a lot if you invest it right. So
nah, they're re-releasing Alpha Boost. I'm gonna buy it for $500.
They're not doing that. If they do that, I'm gonna cry. I'm genuinely gonna cry.
I mean, you've seen some of the crazy skins in other games, like League of Legends has like a $500 skin. I mean, what if they re-released Alpha Boost for $500?
I would cry. Yeah, no, that I would not be happy about that.
LeafX is on his way to my house right now to like power bomb me. He hates that. Like,
I mean, but it's the if you put Alpha Boost back in the shop, it's like, what's the point of playing in the Alpha to get the Alpha awards? Like, that's the whole point of it. And now you're putting it back in the shop for anybody? That's ridiculous.
I 1,000,000% agree, by the way. Like, I'm just having fun with, 500, haha. But like, no, I think and it's so annoying because it's like when you're getting mad when you're playing, like, you're in Grand Champ or you're in playing 6-mans and people screw up and you're like, get mad and they go, it's just a game. You're like, it is just a game, but also it's not. Like, there's something in between. That's how I feel about limited items. Like, when people are like, it's not that serious. All right.
You stopping like your sentence to see this go in the net is so anybody home? Anybody home, guys? This is a bit of a burger goal.
Are we playing? What's up, dude?
Yeah, that's a bit of a burger goal. So I don't know what's happening there, but it'll find the back of the net. Gentleman's gonna pick up a 1-0 start in this series so far. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there for Norms, but we got to figure it out because goals like that cannot be found in the back of the net.
Americans watching Rocket League. Imagine a burger.
Burger goal. Lots of grease. 5 guys, burgers, and goals. I don't know how that one went in.
Honestly, I want a burger now.
Me too, bro. We should go for burgers after this cast.
You know what? I'm here for it. Mystic, we were watching the when the players were getting ready. We get to see the lobby chat. Mystic said his dinner's ready. He wants to go eat, but first you got to get the win here.
Yeah, I mean, $500, he can get a filet mignon if he wins this series.
You can get a fancy burger for 500 beans.
He's got to lock in and secure his dinner tonight because his dinner's on the line right now.
A filet mignon burger. I don't know if
Stop talking about food, FDOT. We got to lock in.
I'm a big boy, okay? I'm thinking about it a lot.
Halftime now in game number 1 of the 3rd place match. $500 to separate these two teams. $2,000 to go to the 3rd place team now. So we'll see how this one plays out. It's another empty net goal, FDOT. We've seen 2 empty net goals in this 3rd place match, and I wonder, how is that even possible?
All right, so the best burger I ever had was at this place called Minetta Tavern. All right, it's a great place in New York City. It's like a steak joint, like a real nice white tablecloth steak place. But if you go at the end of the night, they take all the scrappings of the steaks and make them into burgers. It's as good as that goal was.
Shout out DJ Dubs Gaming for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. It's as good as a burger. Appreciate you, DJ Dubs. Let's get back into the action.
Give me the scrapple.
Stop talking about food, man. My goodness.
You ever hear of Scrapple?
What is the Scrapple?
Ooh. You don't want to eat Scrapple. People like Scrapple. Don't
What is
eat
that?
Scrapple.
What is it?
You gotta Google it. It's just like mishmash. Honestly, what those goals look like from this game. That's what
Okay.
Scrapple is.
We got some Scrapple goals going in here. And we got 1 minute 43 seconds left on the clock. I mean, I think next goal is going to decide the winner of game 1. And I'm going to make a bold prediction. I think winner of game 1 wins the series. I'm just
Okay.
going to say it, F-Dot. So here's what's going to happen here. The winner of game 1, I'm just going to go AFK on my phone the rest of the series. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to see that they've won. I guarantee you, bro.
You know what? That's probably I probably agree with that. I think like when it comes to third place matches, mental is more of a thing than anything. So you come out, you play game 1, and you're like, all right, we lose no matter what, bro. Like win the game. And then if you win, you're like, all right, let's get that $500. And if not, you go, you know what? I don't need 500 beans to get a $5 footlong. I'm good. Like, forget it, dude. We're not getting first place.
Yeah,
if you're not first, you're last.
At the end of the day, it comes down to the team that wants it more. It's tough to want it when you're already out and you can't get first place. But
Yeah.
I think the team that wants this more is going to walk out on top. And I think that there's something to be said that Wavy like signs up for like every ranked 1v1 tournament possible, even if it's for like $20. I think this guy genuinely just wants it. And I think this is going to play a factor in the fact that I think Norms is going to win this year.
All right, you know what? I won't hate on that. I won't hate on that whatsoever. I think that's a real take, you know, wanting to get that victory and a notch on your belt. You know, these tournaments matter if this is what you're doing, right? Like if you're trying to find your way onto an RLCS team, you want to be able to tell people that you came in 3rd, not 4th, right? That does matter. That's wanting it. It's wishing it. So tied up at 1 despite nobody really scoring a goal. We'll head over to OT unless, okay. I thought that one was going to go in too. And I was like, all right, maybe you earned a little bit of that one. But either way, OT.
And I'm high for it, man. Overtime in game number 1 here. We're going to see who comes out on top. I think Norms potentially could walk out with a win here, but a massive save from Silent is going to allow a counterattack, but a bump to come through. This is an empty net. What a save from Silent to get back to that one. That was a sitting duck defense for Norms, but Silent's able to get a piece and clear that ball out for now.
Mystic getting involved as well. Oh, the whole team getting dirty here. Very good.
That's 3-man defense. Is really well played from Norms overall. Mystic's gonna go for the long clear. Yeah, I don't know. I think the way that Norms have been playing defense could potentially result in the fact that Norms could see a counterattack like this, which could mean a goal for them. If they get Wavy on the back of the ball here, I think that Norms could pick out a sneaky little goal because their defense has been solid so far.
You're not wrong.
You thought that one was going to go in as I was saying that?
No,
huh? Yeah,
I got scared by the thunder. I'm not
There it
kidding.
is.
Creed
Oh,
wins
really?
the game. I'm so serious. It was a thunderstorm. And there was a big thunder and it scared me.
You know what always comes after thunder? The lightning! Oh, wait, no, the other way around.
Yeah, it's the complete.
Just cut that out. That's not going in the video. Cut that section. Production, cut that out from the stream. I didn't say that. I don't know what just happened.
There's
there,
no
but Creed
button.
Somehow
This
won
isn't
that.
H3. You don't have the button. Okay, there's no scrubbing of the last couple of seconds. I want to point out, I agreed with him. I like thumbs up to the camera, but you guys couldn't see me. And since I didn't say anything, technically, I'm innocent. So, I mean, that's why we're here, I guess, right?
I mean, we're here to cast over this series, and a big goal from the gentleman is going to result in a 1-0 series start for them, which I think is very good. I think that's very good for the gentleman. I mean, I don't know. I still think Norms wins it. I think Wavy's desire to win is gonna outperform the gentleman here. I think
that.
we're playing the long game because Wavy, no matter the scoreline, is gonna want to win. I think if Norms pick up a game or two and gentlemen go behind, it's gonna be tough for them to regain their mental. Whereas I think no matter the scoreline of the series, Wavy's just gonna want it, and that passion's gonna transcend to his team.
I respect it. Wavy, known as a grinder in the scene, for sure. I respect that 1 million. Having some trouble getting it going here, though. Completely unrelated. I think Creed has the best looking car in the series.
Creed? Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, he's what car is that? The Dignitas? No,
He's got the TSM.
Oh, it's TSM. It's TSM. With the Zombas. Wait, that's
Yeah.
actually clean. Creed, I'm stealing that design.
Yeah. That looks clean. It looks like it could be a jersey. Like I would wear that jersey in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's fresh. And that's fresh. Silent. Guess one to go.
Sponsored by Subway now. That's fresh or whatever. Is that what they say?
They say eat fresh.
Oh, eat fresh. Okay, see, yeah, you would know talking about food the whole cast.
You know who says that's fresh?
All right.
You know who says that's fresh?
Who?
Ladies, when they look at me.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air says
That's what
fresh.
the producer said. That wasn't even my bit. That was Rog's bit. That wasn't my bit. I'm getting outbitted by the
Dude.
people that aren't doing bits.
The amount of times I steal jokes from the producers and the stream never
All day,
knows.
by the way.
They never-
All day, by the way. Like, I'll say something, and then Rog will say the funniest thing you've ever heard, and only me and Mizu hear it, and then Mizu says it out loud, and I have to pretend like he's a genius. Like, every show, I'm like, man, what a great joke, Mizu. And it's just Rog. Like,
Yeah, no, and I love the fact that only me and you can hear production because I seem like a comedic genius. It's awesome.
this is the secret about doing commentary. Like, I mean, you just get all the info. Casters
You
know
get-
nothing.
You get
Casters know
given-
nothing.
You get given like in a silver platter, just like everything for you.
Yeah, I mean, we basically, like, you know, you're watching Stax and Dazzer and do some casting. Justin and Squishy are backstage talking to them about what's happening in the game, and they're just saying what's
Yeah, okay, I don't know about that one. Now we're going a bit far, but Silent picks up a crazy clip, though. That was a really nice shot. Picks up a flip reset, double touch off a heli reset. That was really well played there from Silent, able to pick up this shot. 2-0 for Norms. Wavy maybe to make it 3. Air dribble bump. That is a really good goal from Wavy. The first touch opening up space here, picking up the reset, immediately utilizing it to beat one, bumps the second. Third man probably should have had that, but really well played from Wavy to beat 2 there, and it's 3-0 for Norms, not even at halftime.
That's one of the plays that makes you fall in love with Rocket League. Like, straight up and down, that's one of those where you just watch that and go, I want to learn how to do it. I want to learn how to do that. Creed wants to do the same damn thing. Look at this play by himself off the left side wall. Right past the defender. And in. Help from Anxiety, by the way. But
No,
nice,
Creed did everything
nice
by
play.
himself. Nobody helped him there. Creed just uses his telepathy to figure out how to score that one. He's able to pick it up. 3-1 now for the Norms. Wavy's goal now becomes obsolete as Creed finds that one in the back of the net, dunking it like Shaquille O'Neal. And just past halftime now, we have a 2-goal game on our hands. Norm's looking to equalize the series at 1-1, and that's been the series so far. Big save from Silent, but every single series we've seen today has gone 1-1 to start us off. Will we see a 2-0 for Gentlemen? Looking unlikely, but still possible.
Still possible. So you're saying Wavy can make it happen? 4 above 1. I mean, you were talking about it, how much this guy wants it. How much yeah. That's what it looks like when somebody really wants it.
Yeah, Wavy's going to pick up a goal. I mean, it's not flashy, but it's passionate.
Yep.
And we are going to see a 4-1 lead for the Norms. Now, really good goal from Wavy there. Able to find a lot of velocity behind that shot. And Wavy's able to pick up a 4-1 lead for his team. Really well played there. You talk about it, and I agree completely. That's a passionate goal from him.
$140. That's a lot of work to do here for Anxiety in the squad, who I feel like I haven't mentioned Anxiety's name in conversation, but I mention Anxiety's name a lot in the play-by-play. Consistently involved, consistently an assister, passing upfield, getting involved on the defensive side. Anxiety is putting together a little bit of a show here, but not winding up on the goals. You know what I mean? Bruh.
Yeah, I mean, Wavy's going to make it 5-1 for the Norms. Now, Anxiety getting
Is
dunked
Wavy
here.
gonna make it? Okay,
Wait,
I thought it was an own goal from across the field. I didn't realize it was actually him. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, no, Wavey's able to pick up a double touch, and that was cracked as well from him on zero boost to get that angle.
Wild. Well, this one became a little bit of a tall task.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think gentlemen bring this one back. I'm gonna make the bold prediction and say I think Norms has this one in the bag.
You know, it's sacrilege for a commentator to call the game before it's over. You know, your producer gets really angry. They're like, well, if the caster said the game's over, why am I still watching? Especially if they're able to take shots on net like G-Man does. I don't know why I'm still doing the voice. But yeah, this game's over.
Is that what viewers sound like, man?
No, that's what Rog sounds like. Yeah, this game's over, dude. Yo, he just screamed in my ear. That was good. But yeah, this one's over, dude. Like,
yeah, no, this is not happening. This is not
like,
happening.
What are you gonna do here?
Yeah, this is not happening. Anxiety trying to make it a second goal for his team, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Could be 6-1 here. Mystic wants to get busy, wants to get in it here. You get in this mid to Wavy, surely, right? No, 8 seconds. I don't know. I mean, both of them have 100. Someone's got a challenge. Oh, wait, double pre-jump. I don't know if you saw that, but they were flying like an air show there with their little boost trails behind them. And 5-1's the scoreline in game number 2. Norm's gonna pick it up, tying the series at 1-1. And I think this third place matchup for $2,000. I mean, I talk about the passion of Wavy dropping 816 points in game number 2. It's going to be tough for Gentlemen to bring back the mental now. They lost 5-1 like we talked about. How bad do they want it? Only time will tell.
Happy we got a 1-1. I low key, you know, just it's already gone, so we don't got to worry about it. Sometimes players just kind of phone this one in. I kind of high key expected a 4-0. Not gonna lie. Glad we get a little bit of actual Rocket leg. So a 1-1 score so far. And a slow kickoff. Wavy makes it past. Oh, I wanted that low speed goal so hard.
Oh my gosh. Anxiety almost picks up a bounce shot top right. I really like the idea there to go low, but keep that ball high at the same time. Under the defender, keeping it high on target, but not going to be under the crossbar and not going to be able to read the double either. I don't know, Rog. Rog, I'm not gonna say anything yet because I feel like sometimes the predictions you ride off my opinions. I'm gonna be honest, or F dot. I'm gonna be honest. I think you need to predict here first. So.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Sorry, I said Rog on accident. I can't stop thinking about that guy. But
I mean,
F dot, I need you to.
I'm not that
pick.
handsome. I'm simply not that handsome. It's a goal of mine someday, but.
To be as handsome as Rog. Nobody in the chat even knows what he looks like except for us. So.
Well, when we look at these two teams, honestly, might be Gentlemen. I think I'm leaning towards Gentlemen. I think that ultimately, Wavy, the squad might be the better team, big picture. But I've liked the way Anxiety has gotten together. I've liked the way G-Man has gotten together. And this isn't like... I think 9 times out of 10, my pick is Wavy's squad. But in this matchup today, on this day, I think Gentlemen look a little bit more cohesive.
All right, I'm gonna pick the fact that Norms is gonna win simply because you picked Gentlemen, and I think you're wrong. So
were you gonna pick Gentlemen before I said Gentlemen?
I didn't have an opinion until you spoke. So
we came into this when you said I think my opinion sways your prediction. So you made me go first and let my opinion sway your prediction. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's how it works as a caster. You got to understand that. So I think Norms is gonna win this 4-1 in the series. I don't think Gentlemen takes another game. So we'll see how that one plays out. But I do think that there's, on a real note, I think there's something to be said about Wavy's passion. I think he's very passionate, and I think that's going to be the difference maker this series. I think we see a very close matchup in terms of skill, but I think the mentality of Wavy is able to carry this team to a win here. I genuinely do think that.
Can't disagree with that one. Like I said, like 9 times out of 10, I think I pick Wavy's squad. I think Norms is kind of the better team here. But right now, I'm seeing a little bit more cohesion rather. from this gentleman's squad, and I think that's going to be that's the difference maker. You know, we saw the Andy kind of one-man band show needing to spread itself into a team-wide approach, and Mystic here making it a team-wide approach. So that's how Wavy in the squad. That's how you wind up being right. Is if this team gets involved on a wide basis, if all three players start stepping up, I think that's how Norms get their victory. I haven't seen that up until this point, which is why I gave you the other squad.
100%. I mean, just past halftime, we're seeing a Norms victory again starting to form. I love to see that. And a huge shout out to Tiber for the raid of 11 people. Appreciate you, Tiber. Thank you for the raid, man. Get it in here. Welcome to the Quantum Esports Series powered by the U.S. Space Force. You're watching the third place match between Gentlemen and Norms taking place right now for $2,000. And right after that, we're going to get in the grand finals for $10,000 underway as soon as possible. But Creed doesn't want this series to end so quickly. Anxiety can't find the angle. A great pass from Creed, but Anxiety lets the chance go. Begging G-Man with the free ball now. Going to go for the flip reset. JK over your head, and that's what we talk about. Andy always does that play as well, where he fakes the reset and takes it high off the air dribble early, beating his man in the midfield to open up that space.
Nice
that one's going to go
angle.
wide, but great save from Creed there. Yeah, good angle from Mystic, but Creed able to stay patient and get the clear. Anxiety's going to throw it long to Mystic. Mystic off the side while Wavy's not going to have enough boost. Free pass from G-Man, but nobody's there, F-Dot. Nobody's there, and now Wavy's on the counter. Oh my gosh, Wavy,
Need the
no
trailer.
way.
Nah, Wavy can't make it all by himself. It's going to involve some Mystic. Good flip reset on the way. G-Man just meets him on the ground. Nothing really crazy happening there. G-Man, on the other hand, just gets the carry. Nobody home. Tie game. The
Tie
demo.
game indeed. I mean, throw
Huge
your hands
demo.
in the air, slam it on the desk. I don't know how that happens, but Norms are going to pick up a bit of a goofy goal to tie the game. 1-1 of the series, 1-1 in game number 3, and now we are witnessing a back and forth series. I mean, game 2 was a bit of a blowout, but Gentlemen able to equalize. Wavy can't find the touch that he'd won. He's got to grab the reset to rotate back as soon as possible. Grab the corner. G-Man wants to take advantage of the space given by Norms. Creed passes one over Anxiety, but Wavy's able to read it in time, and that's going to stuff out the Gentlemen offense.
Half a minute to go before OT. I think we wind up in overtime. Well, Wavy actually sets us up. G-Man gets taken out for a couple of seconds. It's blue possession. G-Man spawns in the right spot. And here Anxiety just barely gets away.
No
And a
way.
shovel.
That's in. Oh my gosh. Wavy picks it up bottom right corner. I mean, as much as this is a thrilling series in terms of the score line, these goals have not been the quality standard that you'd expect of these two rosters. That's going to be in the bottom right corner, but if we're being honest, it's a bit of a free goal.
Very, this is an ooga booga game, man. Like just straight up, just brute force goals coming through. 2 above 1, and Norms wind up taking this one as well.
2-1 in the series now, F-Dot.
Yep.
2-1 in the series. And I mean, as much as I want to say I predicted Norms going up in the series, potentially going to win the series 4-1, in my opinion, maybe 4-2, I didn't expect them to do it in the fashion that they are. The goals that are going in are just not what I would expect from the standard of players that we see on the field right now. But going into game 4, we'll see how things turn around on Utopia Coliseum.
Ugly goals, not so much. Just like nothing fancy required, right? Like usually we've seen good defense up until this point, and okay, I thought that one was gonna go. Like we're at that point where I see these 50s and I expect that one to go on in. So glad it didn't. Want to see a higher level of play here. Ball shoved into mid. Bryant's right there.
Yeah, good touch from Creed here to slow down the attack of Norms, but it's going to be tough to clear this ball away. They do have a massive boost advantage. Creed's got to throw it away on low. Wavy's going to go for a demo, but he does get demoed there as well on 100 boost. Not the trade he was looking for. I don't think he recognized that Oh my gosh, no way the empty net finds the back of the net. G-Man's
No
got to
way.
save it on 0 here. What a save. Got to get 2, though. Got to get 2. Can't get 2. And somebody has got to bail out G-Man here. He does the most on 0 boost. Anxiety just flops like a fish. Creed can't get there in time. And it's going to be a goal for Norms again. Anxiety's got to do more on finding the rebound for G-Man there. He kind of left him stranded. Wavy's not going to miss a free shooting opportunity like that. And it's immediately a 1-0 lead for Norms.
Love the secondary opportunity. Got to be there. That's how you make those goals wind up happening. Very easy to kind of give up on that play. Double touch. G-Man off the mark. Ugh. Couldn't find the angle. Goes for a secondary opportunity and finds one for himself. Yeah, here just couldn't find the angle, so snatches some boost and just goes, you know what? I will take that one to go.
And it's 1-1 now. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. It's a good top corner sniping. Starting to move in the right direction for the quality standard of the goals. Creed gonna miss the corner, though. That could have been bad. Mystic looks to the pass, but it's gonna be a lead from Silent. Free shot for Mystic. He's able to get back to it after going for the passing play. Mystic to the corner. Silent to turn around a little bit late, but get it back towards the midfield. Mystic turns in on pads, and that's why you don't always go for the 100 boost. If the play is looming, you got to stay on pads there to find the back of the net. And that's exactly what Mystic will do to find a 2-1 lead for Norms.
Is it enough? I don't know. I think they might need another one to go in order to confirm a hell of a lot of Rocket League play here with 3:30 up top. And so, Wavy and the boys in a good position, but not a perfect position. And G-Man's going to slow it down. Attack head on. But it's Wavy that's looking to apply directly to the net. Oh, what?
Oh, my goodness. Silent, come on. That
Whoa.
has got to be a goal there. Wavy's done the most. He's got it by 3 defenders and gone for the alley-oop to his teammate. And we've completely not even missed the dunk, but you've missed the ball. I don't know how that happens, but
oh my
Wavy says, you know, if I'm going to get a pass, you're not going to score the empty net, I'll just do it myself. 3-1 for Norms. He gets a dust in the midfield. Make sure to put it on target this time. And that one's going to be in the back of the net.
Wavy scores this one, so we get to forget about this. But before we do, I need to roast it, dude. Like, you let that one go. Luckily, it doesn't go on the other end, and luckily, Wavy able to get the open net after the fact. So we'll forget about it, Silent. Going to be tough for Silent to forget about it, though. And I'm not even joking there. I think that'll be something that he thinks about and might affect the game going forward. G-Man sets up Anxiety, and that one looked pretty.
Anxiety's done the most here to follow this one up, but G-Man does really well to not only get the air dribble, but to get it over his man, land on the ceiling, stay with it on 0, get the musty pass 2, and it's going to be an empty net for Anxiety. They're really well played from Anxiety to be in position to score it, but G-Man's done the most to get that pass towards the middle.
Just a little bit. Still just a 1-game goal. I said before that I thought Wavy kind of needed to put another one up to confirm, and well, that's what happened. So still a 1-goal game, but it's 3-2 this time around. Wavy still getting active. It's going to be G-Man interrupting. Silence sends it towards the net, but 2 players are waiting on the ground. Creed gets disrupted as well, so Wavy snatches it here. We got a contest. Wavy up above the defenders. 2 players in the net. Wavy tries to slow it down with a reset, but Silent not ready or available. Ball boomed out here. And we'll get a whole new play.
3-2 is left on the clock here. I mean, I think we're going to see another victory here for Norms. 3-1 up in the series. This is, I don't know, man. I don't think Gentleman has it in the tank to bring this one back. I really don't. I think Norms has been cooking really hard, and it's tough. It's tough. It's tough to call. It's a very even series, but I mean, Wavy's looking hot-handed. He's looking passionate. Norm's looking good overall. Gentleman has it in them to equalize. I mean, Creed's going to demonstrate why, but it's going to be tough for them to win this series. Anxiety does well to get it outfield, but Creed not only shooting it on target, but skimming it on target. Generating a lot of power there is not as easy as it looks. Creed does the most to find it in the back of the net there. Really well executed from him. But to win the series, I know we've equalized in this game. number 4. But to win this series is going to be a tall order for them.
About a minute to play. And not a goal. Nice wrestle out of the net by G-Man. Like, literally, it was already in there. And G-Man snatches it out like he got a pair of tongs on hand, but it's going to be anxiety. Not quite a possession. But Silence slows it down. This will give G-Man an opportunity to get on back. Creed's here. And the shot is met by an early challenge. Good angle for Mystic. Won't be able to bring it home, though. That would have been the dagger. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Instead, it's Mystic again. Creed getting involved and stops him where it lands. Anxiety. This is an orange opportunity. This is what they need to make it happen, but it's on the other side. Guess who's home? Wavy's back.
Yeah, and I mean, Wavy's got that experience to recognize what's going on. We talked about Gentleman's bread and butter, especially last series as well. What do they stick to when they really feel the pressure, their back's against the wall? It's the passing plays. We've seen it time and again. Gentleman goes to those passing plays, but Wavy has done an excellent job this series to shut down these Gentleman passing plays.
Wow.
He's been in the passing lanes the entire time. That's what he'll do to pick up the 4th. He picks up a flip reset to force the pass from Creed over to his teammate. Mystic picks it up top right corner. It'll find the back of the net. A little bit of help from Creed there, but you can't really blame him. He's got to go for the touch. Down by 1 with 20 to go, and now it's down by 2 with 22 on the clock.
Wavy doing a lot of work on that play as well. The little pop and push. Yeah, baby. 5-3. Not sure if we're going to see the equalization this time around. Silence able to get one to go. Pass to pass. 6-3.
And Norms are starting to run away with it now a little bit. And this is what I talked about. We talk about the passion of Wavy. The 3rd place match playing a little bit of a factor here. I just don't think, I know the players in Creed and G-Man, and I don't think they have the passion the same way that Wavy does when it comes to winning these matches. This is the 3rd place matchup, and I struggle to see G-Man and Creed attempting to win this 3rd place matchup to the same capacity that Wavy is gunning for it. Once you're out of the first place contention, it's difficult to keep that mentality, and I think that's making the difference right now.
Agreed. We're seeing, Wavy is still locked in. That's the terminology I'm using. Like, by no stretch of the imagination. Listen, we have a lot of fun up here, but I'm not actually a mean guy. I think that these guys are, they're trying, they're playing, but Wavy is still leaned forward, locked in, ready to go. Everybody else kind of seems like they might have took one AirPod out. You know what I mean? And, like, I'm not slouching them. You did the hard work. Getting here is the tough part. Much love to our friends that have given us, this giant series. Quantum Esports, Air Force. I mean, Mizu, giving up the channel. Very, very welcoming of us. We've had 3 months of competition. It's been a long, arduous road. You find yourself in 3rd place match. Wavy, yeah, it matters. So I think he's still locked in, ready to go. The other dudes maybe a little excited to watch the grand finals because that one's going to be a banger of a set. We had, 16 times 2? We had 32 squads here over the past couple of months, and we found the 2 best. And they're going head-to-head after this one. So, yeah. I mean, as a caster, I'm focused on the game in front of me, but if I'm playing this one, I might be focused on the one next.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I do want to see a Game 7, though. We haven't had a Game 7 yet, and that is true. I mean, we've only ever seen 2 Game 6s, so I would like to see a Game 7.
Maybe
Norm is
finals.
on match point. We might see a Game 7 in the finals, or we could see a Game 7 here. G-Man's going to pick up the first goal of the game. That's a big goal for them because the other team is on match point. If they lose this game, it's over for them.
Got to be a tough one. Got to be a tough one to be in that position. I mean, you compete, right? Like you've played in tournament. Like I've never been a competitor. I've never been a pro. I'm just an analyst. I've coached and been an analyst for some teams, not Rocket League, but like I've never been in the server myself. Like I don't know, man. Being down this many games, I just cannot imagine gathering the mental for it.
Yeah, 100%. It can be difficult, and it also comes down to the individual. Like, why are you competing? right? So if you're competing only to come in first place, it's difficult in these third place matchups to find that mentality. But if you're competing for money, if you're competing to say that you're better than the other team, you got to find these reasons. You got to manipulate yourself to create an environment mentally where you can play at your best. And that's exactly what I think Wavy has the capacity to do. Does Creed and G-Man and Anxiety have the capacity to do that? I don't know. I don't know if they even want to. That's the difference maker right now, as it's 3-1 in the series, but potentially the ability for them to come back here. This is game number 5. If gentlemen do win this series, this game, they will be on Neo Tokyo game number 6, but it's going to be a tall order. Mystic with a great pass. Wavy gets there in time, top left corner, slotted away, and it's 1-1 with 2:48 in the clock.
Yeah, Wavy's just pressed, man. He's in it. Like I said, you can tell. Rocket League's a really fun game to watch because you can't really get like body language by watching a character where you press A to punch, you know what I mean? But when you're watching Rocket League and the way people are able to like manipulate their car, you see body language. You see how engaged these players are, and Wavy's all the way in, dude. He's going for it just like he was earlier in the day. And that's wanting it. That's that hunger that you were talking about. Why do you think? Is it just like, oh, I know, bro, and he's like that, or why is Wavy all about it?
I've spoken to every single player on the field besides Mystic and Silent, the 2 players on Norms, which I think is really cool. They're making a name for themselves, considering I don't know them, but
sure.
Everyone else in the field I've spoken to on a personal level in a Discord call multiple times, and I know all of them and their personalities, and I know Wavy just wants it. In fact, Wavy and I are recording a YouTube video tonight once the Quantum Esports Series is done. So, like, I know him pretty well. Yeah. He's very passionate. He's going to want the win here. He's going to want to come in third. So, I assume that's going to make a difference. But looking like Gentlemen might be revitalized here. A good goal from Anxiety to take the lead again in game number 5. They could potentially force Neo Tokyo game 6. And once game 6 hits, I mean, everything's back on. Because now you're looking at the end of the series. It's like, okay, we only got 2 more games tops here. Let's just lock in and see if we can force a game 7. Once game 7 hits, now the nerves are back on.
Looks like a little miscommunication there. But that time around, just good defense. Mystic bumps one. The other defender winds up blocking Wavy. Silent here, surrounded. No help. No help, no help. Stuck in the corner. G-Man going to look for possession here. And Creed has an opportunity. Needed the trailer in mid, but everybody else was getting boost. Unfortunate, a little disorganized.
I mean, gentlemen got to come out on top here. Once you get to game 6, it's now looking possible. I mean, everything is back on the line once you get to game 6, but you got to get there. And getting there requires 1 more minute of perfect defense where you're keeping Norms out of the back of your net. Being on offense is good because it means you don't need to play defense. And G-Man finds the back of the net. Anxiety is able to get this ball towards the midfield with a little pop here, but he does really well. Creed does really well to get the bump on the defender. Wavy might have had that if it wasn't for Creed going for the bump there. And now they're up by 2 with 53 to play.
I'm starting to feel a little anxiety. Like, well, okay, got me. It's starting to feel a little anxious here. Sometimes casters go out on a limb and they're like, oh, this is what this player feels like. This is what this player is doing. I don't know. Maybe we're cutting G-Man too short of a check. Like, maybe the gentlemen around here absolutely trying and locked in, and they're just getting outplayed a little bit. Like, this game, they've picked up the hustle. I don't know. My bad if you guys are all doing it. That's on me. I did not see this cohesion earlier on. G-Man.
Yeah, I'm not saying that gentlemen and co are not trying. Of course, they're giving it their best, but there's a difference between playing to win and wanting it more than you can
like playing not to lose. Yeah, I feel you on that. I just felt like I was coming out a little hard, especially with them winning this 3-1. I'm like, all right, let me make sure y'all understand.
Never mind. But yeah.
Understand my energy here as gentlemen take game 5.
I mean, that's a big game 5. Now they're in game number 6 on Neo Tokyo, and everything's back on here because if they win this next game, you're looking at game 7. Game 7 here. F-Dot. Game 7, which is huge. But every series today has gone to game 6, and the team on match point has won. So Will history repeat itself here for $2,000, or will we see a game number 7? Only time will tell. 5 minutes to separate us from the truth, and these players have 5 minutes to figure it out.
The truth! Imagine if Allen Iverson played Rocket League.
He does. I play with him all the time.
That's sick.
I don't actually play with him all the time. I was just
I
lying
didn't
straight
think
to
so.
your face. Yeah,
He
no.
probably doesn't know what Rocket League is. The current NBA draft team, they probably all play Rocket League because they're all like 18. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Allen Iverson is like 60, dude. He definitely doesn't. But that's the cool thing. It's very cool, like seeing pro athletes, and you're like, oh man, that's cool. Like you play for the Vikings, and they're like, yeah, I'm really good at Valorant, and I play a lot of StarCraft, and you're like, oh, you're just a nerd. Like, got it. Like, everybody plays games these days, and Rocket League is one that you see everywhere, so. Allen Iverson's kids probably play Rocket League.
Yeah, I mean, someone in my chat says you guys are only on game 5 right now. I don't know if you can do math, but we are on game 6. It's 3-2 in the series for Norms.
I can't do math.
I don't really know what this guy's saying. We're only in the 5th game at the moment, but we are in game number 6 here. Neo Tokyo, 1 minute has elapsed. And there's a bit of a tussle on the right side of the field between Wavy and Creed there. Well played from Wavy to slow down the attack, but he is going to get his boost taken. This one's off the ceiling. Great save, though. G-Man was looking at an early goal for the gentleman in game number 6, but saved away barely off that passing attempt. Now Wavy wants to get the offense started, but immediately blocked by G-Man, who takes this one up the left wall. And a pinch as well is going to alleviate a lot of pressure. Wavy decides to take it low and then back to taking it high, but immediately gets demoed by Anxiety, who does not let that ball through.
Not at all. Anxiety has been low-key one of the players that I've really enjoyed watching. Not just today, but last week as well. Just constantly getting involved, not always being the one to put like the dot on the I, so to speak, but always involved, shoving a player, getting a kind of fundamental pass out. And so I think he's a linchpin for this squad.
A linchpin, that's a good word. Linchpin.
Like
that.
Kane and Lynch.
I've actually never heard the word linchpin used in that way before, but you know, I'm actually gonna refer to myself as the linchpin from now on, bro. That's my
When are you
nickname.
that important?
when you're playing ranked ones, I think I'd be the linchpin of the team.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, you're the only pin on the team, dude. It's one. Yeah, all right. You know what? Yeah, that's. Just let him have it. Let him have this one, chat. Let him have this one.
That's how my viewers always at. They're like, you know what, dude? You can just have it, bro. I
You know
don't
what,
care
dude?
that much
Fine,
anymore.
bro.
G-Man's going to get the offense started for the gentleman, immediately followed up by Anxiety, who looks to get one more towards Creed, but Mystic able to get the beat. It's going to stop the offensive attack for now. G-Man wants to get it started again for a second time in a row. This one is going to bounce out off the ceiling, making Silent awkward. He doesn't get the best touch, but it's over to Wavy. Wavy to Mystic. It's a 3-man passing play, but Anxiety reads the hard touch. That could have easily have been an own goal there. And with 2 minutes to go, we're still even. That one's on target, but Mystic's able to make another save. We're seeing end-to-end stuff. Both of these teams want this first goal because it could be the goal that decides the series.
They could.
Oh my! That's
And it
gotta
will
it.
be.
Oh my goodness. Norms. They're going to pick up a 1-0 lead in game number 6 here. And if Gentlemen do not equalize in the next 1 minute and 36 seconds, if they do not score a goal, they are going home in 4th place.
Absolutely insane. Worth noting, 4th place is still $1,500, so that's a whole lot of chicken nuggets. The difference between 4th place and 3rd place, though, as you mentioned before, 500 beans. So winner takes 2K, loser takes 1,500. And I am certainly wanting that $2,000. So
$2,000 is on the line here, and gentlemen have 1 minute exactly to score a goal or this series is over. Nobody's back for gentlemen. They've got to score 2 in 56. They sent the full house on offense, but Anxiety gets a 50. That's not optimal. Mystic finds the back of the net. Silent's gonna goal poach him, and 2 minutes or sorry, 2 goals for 56 seconds. It's not likely, F. Dot, but it's possible. If you're a Gentleman fan, you're rubbing your hands, you're praying, you're hoping, because it comes down to less than a minute now.
I honestly think it's very possible. I think 2 goals here. Yeah, look, there's one, bro. I told you. I told you. Dude, they can do this. They can do this. There's 45 seconds on the clock, and is more than enough to score. All you need is 1, bro. All you need is 1.
45 seconds for 1. It comes down to the next goal. If it goes in the favor of Norms, it's over. If it goes in the favor of Gentlemen, it's an equalized game into overtime. If it's nothing, Norms walk out to the grand finals and Gentlemen go home. Or sorry, 3rd place I meant to say.
Third place.
I'm so excited for these grand finals, I can't lie.
I mean, you know what? It might as well be go home at this point. Like, this is 3 months worth of work. You
100%.
gotta win this one.
20 seconds now. Creed, he needs to get the offense started now. It's a free ball for G-Man. It's a free ball for G-Man. Someone's got to throw off the back wall. That's giving pressure. 10 seconds
Angle
to go.
good.
G-Man towards the middle. Anxiety. He pops it back to G-Man. Creed can't get the angle, though. They've got to reset.
That was it.
G-Man has 100. G-Man has 100. 1 second left. It's a free flip reset. Wavy does the most. It's still up, though. It's still up, though. It's down. Norms take it. They finish in 3rd place of the Quantum Esports Series for $2,000. And for the 3rd series today, we see a Game 6 victory in favor of the winning team. Norms to walk out 2-1 in game number 6 with $2,000 in 3rd place of the Quantum Esports Series. Gentlemen, gonna fall down to 4th place of the Quantum Esports Series for $1,500. But it's not over yet, F. Dot. It's not over yet. We still got the grand finals, man. Let's go.
That's the good stuff. You know what?
I'm
I mean,
hyped.
you mentioned it big. You mentioned a lot of the times how hungry Wavy was for this win. Well, he got it, dude. He's eating now. You know, congrats to Wavy. I'm eager to hear. So the video you're making with him tonight. What can you spoil? What's the video about?
I don't want to spoil too much.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Come on.
I don't know if you know a YouTuber named Striped. He does challenge videos, and we're running a bit of a challenge that'll be on his channel, so that's going to be tonight. I'm excited for that, but before I get there, we do have the finals in front of us, and it's going to be started very soon, and I couldn't be more excited. F. Dot, I've been here every Saturday for the last 3 months. The last 90 days, I've been here every Saturday, casting week after week for this moment, for this next best of 7. It couldn't get higher stakes than this. It's a production has told me it's a best of 9. Grand finals is a best of 9, dude. I am excited for this. Best of 9. We asked, will we get a game 7?
Wow.
Will we get a game 9? 9? Dude, game 9.
Dude,
okay.
What?
Okay.
All right. Well,
okay.
you know, dude, that means, I mean, you know what that means? We got to start this game right after the break. We'll see you in a little bit. Gotcha. best of 9 for the grand finals of the grand finals. Welcome back. It's Quantum Esports Series powered by the U.S. Space Force. It's your boy, F. Dot, joined here by Mizu, and we're tying together 3 months worth of work here, dude. You've been here day in, day out. Every Saturday, these players have put up, and now it's time. Well, we're doing the opposite of shutting up. We're going to start screaming. This is a best of 9, dude.
Yeah, man, I'm
very hyped. You're very hyped.
Best of 9, bro. Best of 9, by the way, which I think that's crazy. These players normally only play in best of 7s, but I feel like it's fitting. An accumulation of 3 months worth of effort for $10,000. I feel like a best of 9 is fitting. I feel like these players are going to have to duke it out. Bit of a battle of attrition. I'm excited to see who comes out on top. This is the culmination of 3 months effort from both these teams. This is the winner of Split 1 against the winner of Split 2. Both have won the semifinals. They're into the finals, and the winner is going to walk away with $4,000. The loser's going to lose out on $1.5K because they're only going to win by the way, $2.5 thousand for second place. So only for a semi-professional tournament. There's only one pro player on each team, so insane. I'm excited to see who comes out on top here. We got Flitz on Pitch Perfect and Andy on the other team, Stummy Ache. So I'm excited to see who comes out on top, F. Dot. Let's get some predictions going for this series because it's going to be close, man.
Stummy Ache.
You think Stummy Ache's going to win it?
Like flat. I have been like a lot of times you've asked me my prediction. I've been a little waffly, mainly because I don't know, like especially here.
Yeah.
We've seen very tightly connected teams, but this time around, okay, we're just vibing. Okay, I got juked. I thought we were playing. I was laughing, but this, we've had some like very closely matched.
They're doing a server change or whatever.
Word.
Yeah, they don't like.
Yeah, I just figured it was button checks, whatever. The heck, but yeah, like when we watch these teams come together, either they're unknown quantities or they're really tightly matched up, and so trying to choose a winner, like flip a coin, like Imminent does with Kiro, maybe.
Yeah.
But Stummy Ache and Pinch Perfect, these are still everything I just said still rings true. Very good teams. They're tightly matched up, etc. Stummy Ache seems wider, like deeper. They can go to Kiro. They can go to Imminent Creative. They can go to all of these players play really highly. Andy does well, and the squad does well, but I don't see everyone on Flit's side really joining that. But you know what I'm saying? Like it does seem a little bit there. So I think because of the how deep I've been. Also, you know what? I won't lie. I'm drinking a little bit of the Kool-Aid. Like Kiro is on the server, and that's what I'm here for, man.
Imminent said I finally picked Tails, and it's the one time it's Tails, and he's not playing. So Kiro's just oh wait, he is playing for Bryant.
No, Kiro's in. Yeah, Bryant's out.
Okay,
Kiro's
Bryant's out now. Okay. I like to see this. This is okay. Okay, this is interesting. This is not what I expected, but I don't think we've seen Bryant not play. But this is the grand finals, best of 9 for $10,000. And you picked Stummy Ache, and I'm not just picking this to spite you, but I do think that Pinch Perfect's gonna walk out with the win here.
Yeah, is it just the Flitz factor?
I don't think it's the Flitz factor because I think Andy does rank higher as an Arnold CS professional player than Flitz. I genuinely think that Surreal and Top Cheese have it like that over
I feel that.
Kiro, Bryant, and Imminent.
Yep.
I think it's a team diff.
I respect that. I respect that. I think Top Cheese, little bit of old school allegiance there, but I do think Top Cheese is one of those guys. I think he stands up a little bit taller. Like I said, I think I'm being a little starry-eyed fan, and just seeing the Kiro. Like he just put on such a performance last time around, and then when he slotted in here today, it did seem like he came down to earth a little bit, but he's still flying, And so, it's just that recency bias. It's that fan momentum. It's that Kiro putting on a clinic. But Pitch Perfect, this is the second time Surreal has looked this good, making it happen. So, Tough one. I might be wrong, dude, but I'm sticking to my guns with Stummy Ache.
Dude, I don't know, man. I think Pinch Perfect have this. I think Pinch Perfect have this in 8. Crazy to say that, but I think Pinch Perfect take it in 8. I think it goes to game 8, and I think Pinch Perfect walk away with the win.
Oh, snap. We'll see. We'll see. I can see it being 8. By the way, straight out, shout out Sprained Coder for the gift sub.
Thank you so much, Sprained Coder, for the gifted sub. Andy's going to equalize here. Thank you very much, Sprained Coder. Massive pass from Imminent, and Andy doing all the work there with the goal. Well done from Andy. Really good shot in that position.
Kiro flip reset game 9 OT. See, Wavy, he's right. I'm telling you.
Wavy gets ball, bro. That's what I'm saying. I hope you know, Wavy, I predicted your team to win in the 3rd place matchup, and I was right. I actually don't think I've been wrong about
Don't sell me out
prediction.
here, bro.
I don't think I've been wrong about a team prediction.
Why you, dude, Wavy shows up in chat, you sell me out, bro? I thought we were boys.
I didn't say what you did. I just talked about me. You sold yourself out, bro.
No, a smart person would, like the way you said, you were like, I predicted. the tonality of the situation.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Bro's pulling out big words now. All right, I don't even know what you're saying anymore. But
all I'm saying is I had nice things to say about Wavy when he was on the pitch. That's all I'm saying, okay? 3 minutes, 4 goals, split down the middle. Surreal has looked lights out. Andy hasn't done much.
I mean, halftime now. Sorry, production's laughing in my ears, and I can't keep a straight face, but... halftime played. You know the thing I do like about Stummy Ache is that it's always a high-scoring affair. Every time that we watch these teams play, it's a high-scoring affair every time. We got half a game to play, and it's already 2-2, which means that this rate is going to be 4-4 overtime. Kiro's going to pick up his 2nd goal of the game.
What up, dude?
3-2. At halftime, Kiro's going to pick up a 2nd, and Stummy Ache's back in the lead. I think they've been trading goals. I think it's been Stummy Ache, Pinch Perfect, Stummy Ache, Pinch Perfect, Stummy Ache, and that's been the trend so far. And I mean, I think Pinch Perfect, despite that, are still going to win this game. I think they have what it takes to win this.
I mean, it's been the Surreal and Kiro show. Like, that's really who's winding up putting the goal in the net. Tons of teamwork, off ball, etc. But Kiro and Surreal have been the high performers. Kiro here getting involved on the other end, demoing Top Cheese out. This time around, it's going to be another opportunity here for Pinch Perfect. Flitz, look at them swarm Flitz. There were 3 players on top of Flitz as he barrels down the field. And not really able to stop anything, but not able to get anything going. Kiro off the top. Does he have a trailer? It's Andy! But it's blocked by Flitz. 3rd shot opportunity by Imminent will not even be a shot opportunity. And Flitz transitions now. The other side of the field.
1 minute and 30 seconds left, F. Could we see the equalizer here? Surreal gets it mid, but nobody's there. Surreal's going to go for the cut again. He wants to go to the ceiling, but doesn't have the angle. Going to go for a quick flip reset instead. Andy gets bumped off the ball. Free shot for Top Cheese, but Andy gets the 2nd piece of it. Top Cheese is going to miss their corner, though. That's going to slow down the transitional defense into offense now, and Surreal is going to have to play after Flitz's touch, which is not ideal because Top Cheese needed to have gone for boost there as he missed their corner. Finally, they're able to reset and get it back in the end, but they've killed a lot of time.
No way.
Net, but Imminent's going to stay behind the ball, and I keep mixing up Pinch Perfect Gentleman. I was going to say Gentleman, because I associate Flitz with Gentleman because he is friends with those guys. So, like, in my head, I mix him up a bit, but
small scene.
Pinch Perfect, I should say. Just really can't find the back of the net here.
It's a lead.
Ooh! Wow, that could have been cracked. Flitz goes to the ceiling for the pass over to Surreal, who pre-jumps. That would have been nasty, but not going to be able to shoot it on target. Look at
how relentless this defense is. They're going for these aggressive challenges. They're not hanging back and waiting to... They're not even filling the passing lanes. No, this one's in.
Yeah, that has to be. I mean, the aggressive defense works, but eventually you're going to be pinned in your own half with no boost, and that's exactly... Look at all 3 players on 0 boost there. All 3 pre-jumping. That's going to be the back of the net. 3-3 now with 16 to go. And I mean, I called it. I said 4-4 overtime. There's 16 seconds left. Could we see a goal for each of them before OT? That'd be crazy, but I mean, it's possible here in a best of 9. Anything could happen. No way. No way. Imminent has a free shot. What a save from Surreal. F-Dot, are you seeing this? Oh, my goodness. Overtime.
I was screaming. I was muted. I was screaming that whole time.
I know there's a No. Oh.
Bruh.
Yeah, bro, indeed. Bro sound effect number 3. Flitz is going to pick up a kickoff goal off a hard sheet, and he gets dusted. That's going to go straight in, and I mean, bruh, indeed, bro. Like, that's tough. That's tough.
No.
That's tough.
No.
I know there's a storm near you, so I mean, I thought that your like power went out or something.
No,
there,
I was like screaming at how sick that was. You were like, what did you say? You were like, you said my name, and I just looked over and saw the giant red muted
I said, are you
thing.
seeing this, F-Dot?
Yeah, and I was like, dude, I'm screaming about it. What do you mean about it? Oh, like that's exactly how that went. But dude, way too good of a game to have it end on a stinker like that. Like, that's a stinker. I like saying that word. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, that was a bit of a stinky overtime, but 4-3 is the final score. Pinch Perfect able to pick up their first game. And let's get some series score predictions in the chat. How do we think that Pinch Perfect's going to win this one? And remember, this is a best of 9.
Nice.
So
nice.
it's first team to win 5.
Nice. How do you think they're gonna win? That's what we call leading the witness, buddy. All right, friends. Stumyache is clearly gonna be the victor.
Yeah.
Stumyache is obviously going to win. So how do you think it's gonna look?
I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, I don't know. Bryant's back in, and Imminent's played 1 game and they've lost, so it's looking good for Stumyache in game number 2. Imminent's got a 0% win rate in the Quantum Esports Grand Final so far.
Irrelevant. You don't like big words? I don't like stats. Numbers don't matter. Play the game. I'm here for it.
Yeah, you definitely didn't pass math in high school, but
I stopped taking math in 9th grade, and I'm not kidding. I went to music school and scammed my way out of math. I ain't taking no algebra.
I respect that. Oh, Top Cheese almost gets a second touch, but it's off the crossbar. 3v1 against Surreal. Bryant goes for the pogo. Locked away. Kiro goes for the flip reset. He can't find the angle. Surreal actually has really good control on this to stuff it away from Andy. Flitz with the double commit, though. That's going to be a bit dangerous. And he misses the 100. Flitz getting off to a bit of a weak start in comparison to how he normally plays in game number 2 here. Like to see a little bit more from him. Hopefully he can regain now. He's in a bit of a tough spot. Doesn't get the best clear either. That one definitely could have found more height there. It's been a bit of a rough start for Flitz so far. Top Cheese in a tough spot. Flitz is able to take over and flick that ball past one, but gets bumped off. Top Cheese towards the corner. Looks at the double. That's going to be towards the middle. Top Cheese wants to cut it, but Flitz early challenge. And he's got the counter now. Top Cheese on 0. Will he get dunked? He will. It's crossbar. It's blocked. It's in by Bryant.
Getting involved, getting involved, getting involved. Top Cheese has done so much work. And Surreal, again, listen, that's the first time that I've seen Surreal look a little silly this whole day. Like, constantly involved, did a lot of the work in game number 1. Big stuff out of Surreal. Unfortunately, winds up on the wrong side of a highlight reel that time around. But I really like what I'm seeing out of Surreal.
Yeah, I mean, Surreal's been playing really solid this series, but Flitz is just a difference maker, man. Yeah. Surreal's been playing solid. Top Cheese to get past, but wow. The Flitz shot here was cracked. The ability to get back to the ball, the shot placement was cracked, but the first touch to the back wall, that's just unsavable. That's so difficult for the defense to get there because it's hit so high, but it's just low enough where the ball doesn't bounce down dramatically, giving the defense a chance to get a piece. It bounces out towards Flitz. He gets the angle. It's top corner, and that's just unsavable.
Well, tied up at 1. And stuck in the middle. Kiro trying to wrestle the ball downfield. Ryan, not really a shot, not really a pass, just kind of a shove, and could have been dismal. Oh my goodness, that's honestly kind of what he deserves. but great defense on the other side prevents it from being a 2-1 game. Top cheese, top slot denied. And Kiro now off to the races.
2 minutes and 40 seconds left. This next goal could be instrumental for either side to pick up a game in this series. Flitz is going to throw this one to the right side. 50 towards the middle. Surreal has a free ball here. Good 50. If he gets back to it, he gets this middle towards Top Cheese, which is his plan, but saved away by Brian, who does the job for him. And he to take a low 50 and slow it down for now, but Stomach's really in a bad spot. Not a lot of boost here. Surreal's going to try to go for the angle, but is unable to find it. Kiro up now on low boost towards Andy in the corner, who takes away the boost from Pinch Perfect. Brian's got to rotate back now, but nobody on Pinch Perfect has enough boost to really make a play here. Andy's going to go for this on 73, taking out Top Cheese, trying to get it by 2 on the dunk on Flitz. He's able to get a piece, but Surreal's there for the shot. It's going to go high.
Kiro's turn. Stopped a little bit in the midfield. Running out of boost, so not going to be able to make a play there. Flitz, on the other hand, also out of juice. Other side, Kiru past him. Andy on the good side. 2 above 1.
And we talk about it. Andy is just a beast. Kiro's able to get the bump, but Andy hits it off the left wall with an unbelievable recovery on 0 boost. A perfect line towards the ball, eliminating as much time as possible between him and the ball. He's able to get behind to get the shot as early as possible, put it in the back of the net. A good bump from Kiro, but Andy does really well there to put that on target.
That's what he's got to be doing. You know, we were talking about Flitz being the difference maker. Andy, you know, strong team. Kiro, hero, da-da-da-da-da. At the end of the day, Andy is the guy on the with the C next to his name. And those are the plays that you kind of got to be making. Kiru tries to make one himself. Can't do it, but guess who's there? Andy with the secondary opportunity in the middle of traffic.
Yeah, and I mean, this is just heating up now. Stomach is really fighting back with a vengeance. 1 minute and 7 seconds to go. They found their 3rd goal of the game, and it's going to be a 107 lead for them. Pinchbury's got to go and score 2 just to force overtime to not let this Stomach team find an equalizer in the series at 1-1. Now, it is a best of 9, so lots of games to be had here. But we will see how these teams fare over the course of a best of 9, a battle of attrition for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one to lock in for. You know, we talk about Rocket League. A lot of times we don't talk about longevity of days, like how long you actually got to be playing Rocket League locked in for this. It's a $4,000 prize pool. 9 games of Rocket League. It's going to take a minute. You better be as locked in game 9 as you are in game 1, and that is not an easy task.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I mean, I got a comment from my Facebook chat, Jamie Tomlinson, saying Andy is in a league of his own, but Surreal and Cheese hold it up against Andy's teammates. And I agree with that, Jamie. I think yeah. Flitz's teammates are better than Andy's teammates, but I think Andy clears Flitz just a little bit. And I think that might be the difference maker this series.
I won't disagree. I'm the big question mark for me is Kiro. Like, things like this happen in sports from time to time, where Kiro put on just like some transcendent performance last time around, and he still put it up here. But you know, what is the true quantity of Kiro? Like, is he the player that peaked last time around? Because he's relatively unknown, he could just be a sleeper player. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with your assertion, but I think there's a little bit of I agree with what you said, but there's probably like a little asterisk on Kiro because, I mean, if he just plays like he did last week this entire time, well, all of a sudden, I think our assessment of Top Cheese and Friends are a little bit different. If Kiro's going to kind of be that guy, that tall.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I mean, and the thing is, you don't even know who's going to be playing for the Stomach team. They're flipping a coin every game to decide who actually gets to play. Andy's in no matter what.
Yeah.
But Bryant, Imminent, and Kiro, 3 players on this blue team, are flipping a coin to decide who plays in what match. So we will see over the course of the best of 9, you're going to see a bunch of different faces on this blue team, whereas Orange, Pinch Perfect, it's just Flitz. It's Flitz. It's Surreal. It's Top Cheese, and that's about it.
Just that. Just that.
I mean, it's a pretty freaking good roster, but they don't have that fourth man. Like,
It's not a roster
like
I want to run
Stomach
into.
has.
I mean, like, definitely.
no, I'm not like you. I want to run into them. I want to play them. You know what?
That's-
Let me
yep.
get a team. Let me get a team going. Wavy, you're still in chat, right? Me, Wavy, and I'll take the fourth man on Stomach. We'll run it up. We'll run it up. I'll tell you what. We'll run
I
it up.
respect it. I respect it, brother. I respect it. Hungry out the gates.
Oh,
Tournament
this could
one.
be a free shot, though. This could be a free shot. What a save from Brian. He's able to get that block. I mean, that was dangerous for a second there, though. Oof. Oof. Buck's going to go
looked
wide.
dangerous,
Surreal's able to
too,
get a
yeah.
touch. Yeah, I thought that one might sneak in there. A little bit worried. Kiro's able to make a touch to the right side, but Brian's going to be a bit slow, which means Top Cheese is able to get a 50 and slow down the attack of Stomach for now, but Andy looks to accelerate it again in front of the net. Flitz, it gets a touch, but it's not cleared out for now. A W pre-jump from Flitz, but it's going to be another shot immediately from Andy, saved away by Surreal. Early pressure from Stomach, just forcing this ball into the offensive end of Pinch Perfect. Andy wants to get something started for his team. He is the mechanical mastermind for Stomach. Will he be able to get past the defenses? The convoluted plays
What a save.
of Pinch Perfect. Flitz able to make a massive touch there. And I mean, Pinch Perfect's defense have come out on top time and again in game number 3 here. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Real.
Who do you think is going to walk out with a win here? I think this is so close.
It's tough. I mean, honestly, I don't think you can make a call based off of the last minute and a half, 2 minutes of this contest. I think that this one has been kind of a ramp up. You know, big picture, I'm still going Stomach, but in this game, they don't look that clean. It's been messy on both sides. Passes going errantly, no real shots. How many shots on goal have we had? Just not really a lot of cohesion on either side of the field. We're halfway through this game, and it feels like we haven't really played like Rocket League.
Yeah, I know, bro. I mean, it's a best of 9. Maybe they're conserving themselves a little bit. Flitz is going to find the bottom left corner off a great pass from Surreal. Flitz is positioning here to stay wide, keep his momentum high. Really good shot there. Oh, my goodness. I mean, this is back and forth stuff, man. I think we're going to see a low-scoring game here in game number 3.
Probably.
Yeah, I think
mean,
so. I mean, I say that.
It's been a mess on the field. That said,
What a
One
save
almost
from
goes.
Kiro there. Yeah, Flitz picking up the flip reset top right. Really well played from Kiro to pull that out of the back of the net. What are you thinking, F dot? 2 minutes left. Pressure
like,
starting to mount.
I'm just. This is an awkward game. Flitz is going to score goal number 2 here. I mean, that's really. I'm having trouble figuring out what I'm looking at, man. Like, why is this game such a different, more chaotic? What's going on here that wasn't happening earlier in the series?
To be honest, man, I can't tell. I really can't. I think Flitz is potentially just getting really good first touches on the ball to open up space, and Andy's kind of being, you know, countered by that. I think defensive Pinch Perfect has been really solid, but I think the main difference maker is hard to say. It really is hard to say. I think Pinch Perfect's defense has just been a difference maker. It could be a factor of It could be a factor of the fact that Pinch Perfect is getting warm now. Because if I'm wrong, right? I think I'm right with this. Stomach just played. Pinch Perfect got iced for over an hour. So
That's
Pinch
fair.
Perfect might be coming back now a little bit more warmed up. And I think that they are potentially the better team. Just by a bit. And now that they're warm, they're showing their colors.
That's fair. That's fair. I think that that's a real assessment when it comes to Rocket League. Staying warm, staying hot, you know. Just keeping in the rhythm. This game is so much about muscle memory, about flow, about just understanding stuff before it goes down. That repetition and just sort of like staying in that flow state is really, really important. So Flitz certainly reaching that flow state here. 2 goals for his squad. And with half a minute to go, Kiro's got to turn now. shoves it over to the right-hand side. No teammates are there. Instead, it's Surreal who comes towards the net, and he just says, forget it. Doesn't even have to go for it. Ball's wide. But a rough one. Shot blocked by Bryant. And that's all she wrote. 10 seconds. Not sure if we're going to get this one to go.
Yeah, I think this is, I mean, it's tough. It's going to be tough for Stomach. They've had the time to warm up now, Pinch Perfect have, and I think that the quality difference between the two sides are starting to show. I mean, Pinch Perfect, I think, are just the better team. Stomach's going to have a tough time now that Pinch Perfect's a little bit more warmed up. They've got to find a strategy. They've got to find something that works for them to be able to break down this Pinch Perfect defense. I think the thing that comes with having a team that is so deep as a unit is the fact that they're going to be very organized on defense. And that is the thing on defense. Offense is very reactionary, chaotic, and dynamic. Defense in Rocket League is very structured. It's very fast-paced, but at a high level, it's very structured. And when you have 3 players that know how to play the game at a high level under pressure, it's going to be difficult to break down defenses that are very structured like that. And I think that it's going to be the job of Stomach to figure out a way to be able to overcome that hurdle, especially throughout 9 games potentially in a best of 9.
Nailed it. The defense. Big step up here. And yeah, it's that system, right? Being able to like rotate and own spaces. Talk about the sphere of control and stuff. That's a big part of it. And Stomach just has to find that hole in the armor, so to speak, that really allows them to make the impact. Imminent's back on the field here.
He is.
I believe that means Bryant is
Bryant is off. It means Kiro's just permanently playing.
Yeah.
I think Bryant and Imminent are swapping. I think they've decided that Kiro deserves a permanent spot on this team. He's been playing well enough, and
not mad.
You know, I think it's deserved. I think he's been playing to the point where he shouldn't be the sub. And Tachi's going to figure out a double touch. And I mean, look, Stomach, man, they're playing well, but look at the spatial recognition from Top Cheese and Surreal there. Surreal had 0 boost, but he took his time to bait in the defense to the point where they had to slow down to stay in the right position while allowing Top Cheese to maintain momentum, which allows him the ability to beat them to the ball and go for that double touch. And Top Cheese is just on it now. Another assist.
Wait, that's not the
replay? No, it's another goal. Top Cheese picks up a second here. The flip reset. It's in the back of the net. 1 minute in. Surreal's got 2 assists. Top Cheese got 2 goals. Flitz hasn't even done anything. And he's the hero of this team. That's exactly what you want to see if you're a Pinch Perfect fan.
Stockton University's Top Cheese.
Yeah,
I got love for my CRL boys, man. Like, it's just, you know, that's the legacy. That's the old school squad. I got love for him, so it's very cool to see Top Cheese performing at this level for me. He's a storied player in the Collegiate Rocket League world, and awesome to see him kind of ride in here with Flitz and being a big impact. You mentioned something last game about Pinch Perfect getting outplayed in the early stages of this contest, but now they're a little warmed up and they're kind of playing, and you see the difference.
Oh my God.
That pinch?
That was a crazy pinch. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
That was a crazy pinch. No, you're good. I was also caught by that. No, you're just seeing it where Kiru's still coming out here and doing hero stuff. But it looks like as a whole, Pinch Perfect as a unit has leveled up, and they do seem like they're a little what's a nice word for better?
The quality difference between the sides is apparent.
There it is. Well, the delta between our 2 competitors is large. But no, it is, for what it's worth, it is a small delta, a small difference. I think there's 1 million, there's a very big chance that Stomach wins this, right? Like, this is a tight matchup. I
think Pinch Perfect are just playing at the zenith of their capacity right now. We're seeing Stomach just with a little bit to be desired right now, but I mean they're starting to come back online. You see quick goals from Stomach here.
They're starting to come online. Sure, I don't know if I write home about that goal, but you know, it's a goal. It's a 2-2. That's what makes.
Yeah.
I gotta make funny. I gotta do this. I apologize in advance. Top Cheese still doing this. I apologize in advance.
Top Cheese picks up a hat trick. Well played to Top Cheese. He's done well there. W fake on Imminent. Imminent, you can't be getting fake there, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to be transparent with you, Imminent. You watch it back. That can't happen. You got to play ball. He doesn't have enough pace to beat the second defender. You can't play the shot in that position. You just got to ensure that he plays that slow. And it's a tough goal to concede, but Top Cheese is going to pick up his 3rd goal of the game. A hat trick just before halftime in game number 4 here. But we will see if game number 4 is going to go No. Flitz. I mean, Surreal takes it, but look at Flitz. Double touch, lands there, dunks him.
Wow.
Devo touch, gets the angle. Oh my God. That's goal of the tournament so far from Flitz. And he's going to pick up the 4th goal for Pinch Perfect. We talk about Top Cheese being online with the assist from Surreal, but it was imminent that Flitz was going to be in the play. And Flitz picks up his play on Imminent's head there.
Yeah, Imminent has not had that good of has not had the same experience as Flitz, let's say. Not exactly working out for him. Flitz, on the other hand, alone, surrounded by 3. Not gonna be able to bring
Flitz
it
has
home.
really impressed me with his ability to consistently pull out plays that, even though it may not necessarily be a goal, you have got to commit a ton of boost and at least 2 people to defend it every time. That level of presence and, shall I say, aura that Flitz is emanating on the field right now is scary if you're a Stomach Ache fan.
It just demands so much attention. You're never aware or never not aware of where he's at, what he's doing, and the second you aren't, he scores. So even when you are aware, he's draining your resources, and Surreal's just able to bring it on home. Again, Surreal had a great start to this series when his team wasn't really cooking. Surreal was the one making noise. Now everybody sort of stepped up. Flitz is doing work. The whole team is doing work, and Surreal still continuing to make noise as well. So
Surreal's going to pick up that goal, but it really is underappreciated. Flitz's ability to get that ball middle there. He got an unbelievably technical flip cancel to maintain his momentum in the direction to get a soft pinch towards Surreal. That's not hard enough to the point where Surreal can't get to it, but not soft enough to the point where the defense can get it. And that was really technically well played from Flitz in that position. And I generally think, even though Top Cheese has got a hat trick, Surreal's got 4 assists and a goal. I think that MVP of this game goes to Flitz, who's just played out of his mind this game so far.
1,000,000% agreed. 1,000,000% agreed. If they lose, which is becoming a smaller if, I was going to say a big if, but 2 goals, 43 seconds. If they lose, can the MVP be on the losing team? Is that a thing you believe in?
I mean, they've got to come back though.
Okay.
For that to be the case. We'll talk about it when we get there. I don't think it's going to happen. 37 seconds left. Andy's got to cook something towards Kiro now, or this game is going to be 3-1 in the series direction of Pinch Perfect. Surreal's going to run the clock here nice and high. Sees one pre-jumping. He's going to fake it low. He's going to 52. Kiro's got to get by Top Cheese, which is not going to happen for free. Flitz is going to find the empty net. Imminent's going to keep it out for now, but Flitz is going to get there for the second time, and he is inevitable right now.
Inevitable is a big word. You said that one right, though, so nice job.
Thank you, bro. I really got to work on my enunciation when I'm casting with you, man, because, you know, you set the bar high, so I got to try to match it, you know?
It's Zenith, by the way, not Zenith.
Is it
Just
actually?
you know. It is Zenith, yeah.
Really? I've been saying Zenith for years because I knew about that word. How long has it been? Probably 8 years. 8 years now.
It's funny. People like make funny, but if you know a word and its use case but don't know how to pronounce it, I will never shame you, because that means you've read, like you're intelligent enough to, but you haven't been around intelligent people to hear it. So you're smart, but you just don't know. So I ain't never gonna knock that one. Zenith also makes televisions and watches. Pinch Perfect makes W's as they find their victory here. You mentioned
I like that transition. That was a cold transition. I'll give you that. Well
That's what
played
we do,
there.
baby. That's what we do, baby.
My first ever Rocket League team that I played in the RLCS with, our team name was Zenith. So that's how I know that word. That's how I know that word.
Well, you know what? If you called your team Zenith, then you can just say it was a proper noun and, you know, forget it. It's my name. I say how I want
it. Fair enough.
My name is Thomas, not Thomas. Why? Because they said so. Goal for Andy.
Goal for Andy. W segue, but... I mean, Stomach's got to lock in. They're down 3-1 in the series. This is a best of 9, so not quite match point yet, but Stomach's got to lock in. They've got a big task in front of them. They've got to win 4 games, and they have 2 lives to do it. You have got to win 4 games, and you have 2 lives to do it. That is a ridiculous task against the best team in this tournament. For $10,000. That is a ridiculous task. Do you think they have it in them to do it?
They might. They might. They certainly might. I mean, you're not wrong. It's a ridiculous tall task. 2 on the board already. Chuz Gaming. I saw people in chat spamming it before. Don't know what it's about, but it's Bryant's clan tag, so we're here for it. And Bryant, yeah, he heard me. Chuz Gaming.
It's Bryant and Kiro's clan tag, apparently. Never heard of it, Chuz, but they'll pick up the 3rd goal, and I mean, they're coming out hot. They can, I don't know, man. This is such a back and forth series. I know Pinch Perfect walked away with 2, but it's tough to say. It really is tough to call. Chuz Gaming gonna pick up their 3rd really quickly into the game number. Man, it's hard. I can't do math right now. Game number 5, right? Yeah, we're in game number 5 right now.
The BO9 is it like throws my brain chemistry.
Does.
Like, you know,
You're
you
so
get
used
like
to casting
feel.
best of 5s, best of 7s.
Yeah.
And BO9 just throws you off. It really does.
1st to 5. Feels like Street Fighter. Jeez. 3 above 0. And yeah, the Pinch Perfect has 3, but they're not match points. Stomach has only 1. But this is certainly a way to turn that 1 into a 2. 3 goals in just about a minute's worth of play. Yeah, I'll take that.
Man, I mean, Stomach have got to win this game. If Stomach lose this game, it's not technically a reverse sweep because it's a best of 9, but like, it kind of is. Like,
man.
4 straight, that's a reverse sweep at a best of 7. It's like low-key a reverse sweep at that point. You know what I mean? So,
Yes.
like, this is almost an essential win for Stomach. If they lose this game, I don't see them coming back. It's going to be next to impossible.
Next to, you know, that's the beauty of sports, is that there's always a chance.
Yeah, that's what I like to tell people, that it's like the favorites don't always win, because if the favorites always won, you wouldn't need to play the match. You would just give it to the 1st seed and they'd win the tournament.
Especially with esports, when there's so much like, you know, data and variables and like stats or whatever. But I don't know. The fun thing is like means you're an expert, right? Like casters, we're supposed to know what we're talking about. So we can present you with what's expected, etc. And then if it doesn't go that way, all that means is that sports happened. Like, that's the beauty. That's why we watch.
Sports
That's why.
happened this game too. It's 4-0 for Stomach, and I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think anyone
like,
predicted that.
this is it. Like everything kind of went as predicted. These teams are closely matched, and the hot team that was just playing started off well, and then what we consider to be the more solidified, slightly stronger team started picking up speed. And then here, Kiru and Andy just show up, and they're like, you know what? No. And this isn't necessarily expected to see 4 goals show up unanswered like this. But that's it, man. That's why we do it. That's why we show up. Kiru shows up, and he makes it 5 unanswered. Holy smack. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say some words too. Kiro's locked.
Dude, he
in
got
right
me.
now,
That
bro.
was so sick. He was just driving down the California freeway like, bro, catch me if you can. I know you can.
What's that Lightning McQueen song? Life is a highway. Something like that, bro. That's how Kiro is right now, bro. He's locked in.
I got you. Listen, we both sang on stream now. We love it. That's family.
Oh. Surreal's going to pick up 1, though.
All right.
I mean, it's a bit of a, dare I say a pathetic attempt.
Ooh, don't
Because
say that. Don't say that.
There's 4 more goals that they need, and they don't even have half a game to play. But I mean, that's his job. He's got to try until the last second. So I respect it, but I just don't. I don't.
This
think
ain't the
it's
third
happening.
place match, Brody. If this is the third place match, and I'm down 5-0, I might be chilling. I might be checking my phone. This match is a $1,500 decider, dude. No, I'm putting that goal in. Are you kidding? Oh, I thought that one was going to go in, too. Great defense on the blue side to prevent it. And look who it is. Kiro, one more time. He's going to put it too high.
We're getting requests from chat for production to let us swear after that attempt from you.
You know what? We are sponsored by the U.S. Space Force, and I know a bunch of people in the military. Love them. They might swear once or twice. I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm gonna play it safe and not swear.
That's probably the good choice at the end of the day. You know, just play it right.
My fans know me. I never swear on a Mizu stream ever.
Yeah, I have never.
I've actually never swore in my entire life. I know my mom's watching right now, by the way.
I'm
Doing
a
you proud, Mom.
family-friendly stream. I stream every day, and I have never once swore ever.
It's 6-1.
Goal for
F.
Andy.
F. You understand what I'm saying now when I say it's a pathetic attempt?
Goal
it
for
really
Andy.
was. It's goal for Andy. It's 6-1. Stomyake's gonna make this 3-2 in the series, and you know what? I hope Stomyake wins this game, and then wins the next game, and then wins the next game, because I think Pinch Perfect's
How many
gonna win
games?
game number 8, and we go to game 9. I hope Stomyake win the next 3, because I genuinely think we go to game 9, because Pinch Perfect has the ice.
Where? Is it in their veins or is it under their feet? Do they have this one? Like it's tough. It's tough to hang on to it when your opponent's playing like this. 30 seconds for 5 goals. Flitz trying to make it happen, and well, oh, they won't even get that one. Oh no. Oh no. Remove the shoe.
I mean,
That's
14
it.
seconds left. It's technically possible. Technically, by technicality, it's possible. And now it's
I
no
don't think
longer
it's
fit.
technically
It's
possible.
not possible anymore. No,
I don't
it's
think it
just-
is possible.
It's not possible anymore. It was possible there for about 5 seconds, and then they didn't immediately score. So
Well,
now
you
it's
can
no longer
score. They'll send you to kickoff with 0 seconds, right? Like you can score with 0 seconds.
I think it takes about a second, 0.25 to score, like as fast as possible if you're not pinching it. But the other team would have to go AFK. So, I mean, technically it's possible, but
I mean, we're that would have been too rude. No, they were not AFK. They were there. They just didn't score much. 6 goals above 1. Rough stuff here for Pinch Perfect. The big thing here, though, 9 shots on goal versus 12. So it's not like Pinch Perfect weren't able to find opportunities. They were consistently shooting on net. Flitz with 3. Top Cheese took 5 separate shots on goal, and none of them landed, right? So Surreal gets his only shot. The other side, it's not like Stomyake
did outshoot them 12-9, yeah. For clarification, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 12-9, but it's not huge. It's like 12-9 is just 3 shots. It's not a gigantic difference.
It's a 5-goal differential on 3-shot differential. So it's like it was close, but it's the difference of shooting opportunities for sure.
Yeah.
Shooting percentage.
Gotta land those shots. Like, you're getting the opportunities, but you're not getting the goals as a result of said opportunities. Could just be chalked up to a rough one, and the fact that there's a best of 9 means that, like, I'm more willing to just say whatever, dude. You've got Top Cheese taking 5 attempts and missing all of them. The biggest thing that I need him to do is not remember that. Like, shake the Etch-a-Sketch and just forget last game and come on through and pretend like you did it. Shoot 5 times and not score. It just has to be, that game needs to be an anomaly in this best of 9.
Yeah. I think production accidentally turned off nameplates here. Gotta quickly turn that on because I'm not sure who I'm looking at. Wait,
we're really
I
playing
can tell
in the
based on
night.
car design. I can tell based on car design. That's G-Man. Crap. Wait, no, that's not this series. Dang
Complete wrong game. Oh man, that's tens. Wait, he plays Valorant. Okay, no, I think like sometimes they. You ever do one of those challenges? I've seen some like players do YouTube challenges where they watch people's gameplay and try to guess. The hard version is what player it is. The easy version is what division they're in.
What do you mean? What division?
Like you're like where like nameplates are off. Watch the game. What rank is this?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, do you have to guess down to the division? Surely that's not how it is.
I mean, you could like you can make the rules yourself, right?
When,
Like
when normally I do it, I just go, this guy's a plat, this guy's a diamond, this guy's a champ. Like
Yeah. But can you do actual players? Like, can you watch RLCS and know who is who without knowing the decals off of gameplay?
Without nameplates?
Yeah, like off of gameplay.
Can you keep the decals on or no? Because if you can keep the decals on, yes. If the decals are off, it might be a bit more difficult.
Yeah, decals is tough because that's just kind of like how much RLCS do you watch. But what I'm getting at is like play style in this game gets to be fun. There are some players who you can look at and know. Not every player, but there are some.
So I actually used to watch RLCS like ranked 2v2 for like the best players in North America, and I would turn off their nameplates and car designs, and I would guess who was who. And I was pretty accurate in terms of like who was who. I had a pretty good guess based on watching them play the game. So I can tell within North America. When it comes to Europe and other regions, it might be a bit more difficult because I don't actually get to play against them very often. But based on play style, the big thing that you can actually do to tell is their tendencies on speed flips and their air roll directional. So players will either air roll left or air roll right typically, or if they do both, they're an entirely different player. Like someone like Wonder Mike, air roll directionals in both directions.
He does both.
Exactly. So I can tell based on watching that.
That's wild because I do not know Rocket League at that level. I know that Wonder Mike air rolls both ways. That's like that level of factoid that I could have met you with. That's actually funny. But I saw him tweet recently. He wants to get back in. So
100%. Yeah. So I mean like Musty air roll rights, I air roll left. So like these are things that like I can tell. Or like Musty will like when he goes for a Musty flick will lean forward, I'll lean backwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or like that's the good stuff, man. This game is so cool because of that. Like you can just see play style, and it's the reason why we have such different players. We're talking about Flitz and Andy being our top competitors here. By the way, 90 seconds ago, still scoreless compared to the 7 goals that were scored last one. And yet Andy and Flitz, I would say, play pretty differently.
Yeah, you're not wrong at all. I think they have very different play styles. I think we're seeing Flitz be a lot more mechanical than Andy, whereas Andy's just being a lot more solid, putting shots on target, playing fast, taking beats in the midfield, ensuring that his team gets pressure. Flitz recognizes his teammates are probably a little bit more competent, and so he can leave them in tougher spots. And so Flitz is feeling confident in his ability to just overcommit on the play, go for some mechanics, get a little bit more risky with it. What a bump from Andy. Oh my goodness. Andy takes it the length of the field, gets it by Top Cheese, bumps Flitz out of position. Bryant gets the angle, and with 49 seconds to go, if they win this game, we have a tied series going into game number 7.
Which is not the final game.
Which is insane.
This is a best of 31 triple elimination bracket reset if the loser is sad. Welcome to our... No, I'm just kidding. It's a best of 9, which is wild, but...
Best of 37 triple elimination bracket reset. That's so funny. Oh, no way. Oh,
no
my
way.
gosh.
The most dangerous pathing possible. Not going to land. Bryant, right side of the field. And Flitz will go ahead and just stop that play. This is a bad situation. Andy's got to get there first, and he does.
5 seconds left. I mean, if they can keep him out here, long clear. Oh, they get a free ball, though. It's a good pass. Oh, no.
Oh, ICOT.
Oh, no.
ICOT.
Oh, what a save. Oh, my God.
Holy.
we're in game 7 and the series is tied. That means that we are guaranteed at the absolute minimum game 8. Game 8 is guaranteed. Oh my God, bro. Game 8 is guaranteed right now.
8 is what I do at dinner, not an amount of Rocket League games to play. 8 games is insane, Brody. Like,
Bro, yeah, nah, this is ridiculous stuff. This is absolute cinema right now in the grand finals. $10,000 is the prize pool for this tournament. $4,000 goes to first place. A difference of $1,500 between first and second place. What's up, F. Dot?
Yo, is that, can we show production? Can we show the screen right now? Is that Kiro's picture?
Yeah.
That's a Chiefs in a do-rag.
Wait, is that real?
That's real. I'm very serious. That's a Chiefs in a do-rag. I don't know how he got that picture. Like, I have that picture from back in the day. I don't know how he has that picture.
Kiro's locked in, bro.
I'm
like
losing it. He's got to win. He's got a cheese with the silk on. He's got to win. Like, come on now.
Okay. Game number 7, and it's not even match point. Series tied at 3-3 between Pinch Perfect and Stomach. This is a best of 9 game 7. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Flitz to throw long to Top Cheese. Top Cheese throws it up the field to Kiro, who blocks it away immediately. Kiro getting up the field for the pinch from Andy. Andy hopefully to get one more, but can't get the angle. Gonna knock it down for Bryant, who takes it upfield. Kiro wants to get on the end of it, but leaves it for Andy, who gets beat, but it's gonna be off the post. Kiro with a free touch now is able to alleviate the pressure temporarily.
Crazy to go from a 7-goal game to a single goal contest. We'll reset it. We'll see which type we get this time around. Honestly, here, I want like a good 3-2 scoreline, you know? Somewhere in between. Goals from both sides. Not too much, not too little.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think regardless of who wins this game, I'm happy because I want to see a game 9. I really want to see a game 9. And I
Just
think
for
both
the
these
like
sides
audacity
are so,
of it.
Oh, 100%. Like grand finals of this tournament goes to game 9. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, okay, dude.
Yeah, people like are, you know, every Rocket League fan kind of keeps an eye on all the tournaments, whether they watch them or not. You know, you just perusing Wikipedia, you're like, oh, yeah. 9 games? What happened? I got to turn on the pod, you know?
Top Cheese is gonna pick up the first goal of the game and the first goal for his team. Pinch Perfect gonna lead the game 1-0 in game number 7. And again, let me clarify, this is not match point. This is a best of 9. So series tied at 3-3, game number 7. Pinch Perfect gonna pick up the lead here to go on to match point if they win this game.
Very different circumstances than we're used to, but also the players. You know, I think real talk, like if this was a longer game, you know, some of these MOBAs or shooters, sure, but an extra game or two in Rocket League, I don't know if it's, like, it's an adjustment for the players for sure, and there's something to be said being down 3 games, but like, real talk, I don't know if we're talking about fatigue or longevity here. Would you agree, or from the player perspective, am I wildly off? Is two games a giant deal?
You know what it is? It's not a crazy disproportionate amount of like a battle of attrition, you're right. But these players play so many best of 5s, best of 7s that they're conditioned. So you know, like when you walk into a new job and it's draining because it's different. That is what these players are probably experiencing right now. Okay, it's tied 3-3 in the series, but it's not even match point for other teams. They've thrown the full house at each other for 6 games, and neither of them are on match point. Can you keep that level up?
I get that. It's like you go to school and they have 9 periods and you're so used to like 8th period being the one last, and then you go to a new school and it's like, well, there's 12 periods and now it's like 8th period feels different. I get that. It's like no difference, but there is a difference. It's in your brain, man. I get
100%. I mean, there's 2 minutes left. Stomach is down by 1. Pinch Perfect with the lead right now. Will they be able to equalize? Andy's on the ball. This is their best opportunity of the game so far. Andy gets it by 2. It's a free save for Surreal, but Kiro's got to keep this one in. Surreal's going to challenge early, and that's not the best play because it's a free shot for Andy, who finds the angle, the equalizer with 141. This is back and forth, end-to-end stuff.
Look at Kiro finishing the play there as well. Passes it over to mid for Andy to finish off. And then Kiro stays with the play, making sure to go for the bump in case the defender goes low. Beautiful commitment with the follow through. Didn't have to bump anybody. But if the defender's there, that's how you get rid of them. Make sure to go through the motions is usually a negative connotation, but finish your play. Do the whole thing. And just like that, got a little bit over a minute on the clock and all tied up at 1. Need some sort of action from both of these sides. Not a decider game. We're tied up at 3. So just to see who has momentum going into match point.
Yeah, man. I mean, 1 minute exactly on the clock now. That could be the decider. Oh, my goodness. What happened in that corner? Who was playing? Kiro. Kiro, you've got to speed up. You can't. He was brake checking. What happened there? Kiro, did your controller disconnect? I don't know what happened there, but it's an empty net, and Pinch Perfect will take the lead with 1 minute on the clock.
I'm here for the Kiro roast because we have done nothing but make donuts about this guy the entire time. So you know what, dude? You got to pick it up there. Jokes aside. Like, I'm not even joking, man. I'm just being real. So tough stuff. Nice little shovel over there, but Andy's not going to really have anything doing. Kiro with a half minute to work with. Bryant shows up, and Andy does have an angle, but needs help. Gives it directly to the opposition. Stuck at midfield. Flitz stopped by Andy, and now it's going to be blue ball possession, but a little slowly. Wrestled by Top Cheese, and man, it's mayhem in the middle. Flitz with an angle. No way.
Okay, I thought Kiro was about to save it. But
yeah,
Kiro
me too. I was like,
get
buddy.
a piece of the ball, and Cyril's able to pick up an empty net. Flitz missing that one, missing the double. Kiro misses the ball. Cyril's able to equal or secure the goal, I should say. And with 12 seconds to go, it's a 2-goal lead for Pinch Perfect, which means Stomach needs 2 goals in 10 seconds. And considering the fact that they don't have possession right now, it's not likely unless Andy scores this. Saved away. That would have been
unless that. Oh my.
Yeah. Oh my.
Unless Kiro scores this.
This one counts for 2. Production.
Unfortunate.
But that one is gonna go in the favor of Pinch Perfect. And let me tell you, F Dot. Let me tell you a little something. All right, look at me. Look at me, F Dot. We are now on Neo Tokyo. Game number 8 of the series. Pinch Perfect now on match point. Game number 8 of this best of 9. Which means Pinch Perfect need 1 more. But if Stomach win this, it goes to a best of 9, game 9, for a $10,000 prize pool tournament grand finals. 5 minutes separate us from the glorious moment. Will a winner of the Quantum Esports Series be crowned, or will we go to game 9?
$4,000 buys me a lot of Bob's Ramen. That's what I'm thinking about.
Bob's Ramen. Speaking of Bob's Ramen, shout out Bob on the right side of the field over there.
That's
advertising his on Neo Tokyo. But Andy gets a beat on 2, and Andy's coming out strong. He wants this game 9. You can see it.
Yeah, he does.
Passionate. He is passionate for it. Wait, Andy's in a 1v3. Andy's in a 1v3. He's got a pre-jump. What a save from Andy. Oh, my gosh. No, he's dialed. With surreal free shot angle. Saved away by Kiro. 45 seconds in. Bryant's going to have to 50 this one. Andy's in a tough spot, F Dot.
Nah, he's got it. Wrestles it out of the corner. Top Cheese is there, though. Snatches the dribble away. Man, every time one of these guys get the ball, it's stolen.
Pinch Perfect is coming out hot, but Andy's coming out hotter. You just wonder if Bryant and Kiro can contribute to the same level that Andy's been able to contribute so far this game. Andy gets a big dunk. He gets 2 surreal almost own goals. A massive break check.
Yup.
And a good reaction time switch from him there. Kiro goes to the dunk. He has his reset here. He's going to go for the bump of the last man.
Andy's
in the
got
tough
this.
spot now. He could go for a psycho, but he's going to leave it for Bryant, who gets the clear out. Hero wants the redirect, but Flitz immediately goes to the double touch. Bryant's in a tough spot. Doesn't land on the wall, which means it's going to be a free ball for Pinch Perfect, but Flitz is going to go high towards the ceiling. Flitz has his reset. Flitz is going to leave it. It's a save by Bryant. It could have been a shot for Top Cheese, but a bit of miscommunication there, F. I feel.
Just a little bit. I love when you can see the communication like on the field. Like, oh, I know what you said. Speaking of which, is Andy a loud guy? Like, I don't know him. Is he screaming in comms right now or what?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think Andy's a bit more. He's not
He's like
not
Zen.
necessarily shy, but he's not the loudest guy in the room. You know?
Word.
I think he's a good middle ground between introverted and extroverted.
Professional.
Yeah, exactly. He's classy.
I wonder what Kiro's like, you know, as an unknown player showing up. And, you know, I think Andy and Flitz are the superstars on the field, and they're certainly playing like it, but Kiro has certainly...
I think he's at
captured
third.
this caster.
He stepped up to like the third place on the field, in my opinion. And I think that's really cool to see because he's the only player in this entire lobby that I've never heard of before. I've heard of him in it. I've heard of Bryant. In fact, I've talked to them. I've talked to him in it, talked to Bryant, talked to Andy, talked to Top Cheese, talked
I've
to
interviewed
Surreal,
Top
talked
Cheese
to
before,
Flitz.
yeah.
Like, I know all these guys.
These are
but
known
I've
quantities.
I've never heard of Kiro before, and in my opinion, he's the third best player on the pitch, consistently. And that is crazy here. But what's more crazy is if Stomach scores a goal in the next 2 minutes, it could send them to game number 9.
Game potion number 9. That's what I'm looking for, man. I just...
Oh, Kiro,
Bring
that's
me-
a good pass. Oh, Bryant can't get there. Sorry, F.
I wasn't saying nothing, man. I'm just watching at this point. Like
This is intense.
that's the wild part of this spectacle. Like, this is really intense. If you're like
Flitz gets
the
two
amount of
demos.
demos, this is a
Flitz
much
gets-
more
Oh, what a
physical
bad
game.
touch. And he's getting
No, we're
bumped as
good.
well. That's not a good clear, though. That keeps pressure for
That's a
Pinch
dangerous
Perfect. Yeah, Top Cheese is going to pop this. Flitz is up. This is a really hard read. Bryant can miss this. Oh,
No.
Flitz missed the double. That could have been the
Wide.
series.
That
could
was
have been
the
the series.
goal.
Oh my gosh, that could have been the series for Flitz. Kiro's got to
They
make
get a
touch
second
here.
chance.
Bryant has 0. He can't jump. Oh my gosh, 1 minute to go. Top Cheese with a 50. Bryant gets the 100, though. He slows it down, surely. Bryant goes back for the 100 here. Kiro's going to push up. Andy's going to play the 50 for Kiro. Kiro's got a free ball, but he gets dunked by Top Cheese. Bryant over the left side. It's going to be cleared to Andy, I believe, who's going to hit towards the midfield. If Andy takes a 50, this could be big. Could be a shooting opportunity. Kiro's going to clear it
Stomach
out.
just broke out of jail.
I don't know how they got out of that. I'm not going to lie. Flitz missed the chance to win the entire thing.
Prison break. Andy now on the offensive. Goes up by himself.
Oh,
Here's the
oh,
trailer. Over the defender. Surreal is there, though. Bryant's secondary opportunity not going to make it either. Andy
back
shoves
towards
it.
the
Keep
middle.
possession.
Kiro's
Oh,
a free ball.
Kiro's
Kiro's
here.
a free ball. Oh, no. It's not the touch from Kiro. He's able to beat
That's
one,
what-
though, but he gets demoed. Flitz is a free ball. Bryant's awkward now. How is that not a goal? 20 seconds left.
21.
Surreal. 14 boost. He's going to fake it. He went for the stall, actually. But Kiro's able to get the block. Top Cheese has 100. This is a tough save for Bryant and a harder 50 for Andy to follow. He gets the beat. Flitz, it's open unless he gets the touch. And he's got to save this here. Good touch from him. It's still pressure for Pinch Perfect. We could see
Hit.
game 8 overtime. Kiro's going to spike it. Game 8 OT.
Damn. Dude, the chaos, the double commands, you could see how
Oh,
crazy
no.
they were in the moments.
What a save.
Yeah, ball stops. Don't end it on that one. I don't care who wins. Do not end it on a kickoff.
Oh, Andy keeps it in. That's going to be a bad clear. Flitz has to throw this away. It's a good dunk from Kiro. Bryant's got space here. Could be a double. It's a free
Trailer.
double for Bryant. Open. Oh.
Nobody's there.
Andy keeps it in, though. Andy keeps it in, though. 50 from Andy. It's open again. It's open again. Andy! Andy! We're going to game 9, F. Oh, my God.
Game 9, baby. Oh, no.
We're going to game 9.
Bro, that got me so wild. Holy. Oh, man. I am.
You see Andy in the top left, typing in the top left saying game 9 ... Like these gentlemen know the stakes. They know what's at stake here. They know what's going on.
They really do. I mean, hot damn. That was.
Look.
And
F
yo.
F. F. Man. F.
I'm losing it. What?
F.
Yo.
I have casted this every Saturday for the last 3 months to decide who would make the Split 1 finals. Then we had a winner from Split 1. Then I did it again with Split 2 for the last 3 months. We had a winner from that. Then we had the semis. Then we had the third place match. All to grand finals. Then we played out the grand finals. Found out it's a best of 9. Now we're in the best of 9. We're in game 9. And it all comes down, the entire tournament, to this one single game
right here. This
here.
is a single 5-minute regulation game of Rocket League for the difference between 4,000 and 2,500. Both teams wind up walking out of here with some cash. But do you want that 4K or do you want that 2.5?
It's a big difference, especially for these players. A lot of them are semi-professional. It's a lot of money for them. These players don't often get to see this amount of cash for Rocket League tournaments. Normally, it's like a $50 tournament here, $100 tournament here.
Yeah.
This is a $10,000 prize pool tournament for Rocket League, which is
and
ridiculous.
Also, like, all games are like this, but Rocket League more so. Like, dude, it's a win. Like, this is
100%.
Wikipedia. Like, you know, you want, like, the bragging rights here. It's been 3 months of competition. I ain't going out number 2.
100%.
I don't know who you are. I ain't going out number
comes
2
down-
after 3 months.
It comes down to game 9. Top Cheese can make it 1-0, but saved away. Game 9 here, F. Dot, and it's already starting off strong. 50 on the goal line. All 3 players from Stomach are playing the net. It's a good 50. It's going to have to be a track back here from Flitz, who actually fakes it. Kiro gets the touch, but it's not the touch you'd want. And is going to put them immediately on defense. Top Cheese to hit that one towards the middle. Free shot for Andy, but that one's going to go wide as well. Flitz is going to catch it and try to start some offense of his own. The first goal here could set the tempo for game number 9. It's a pass to the middle. Top Cheese looks for the double, but saved away by Andy as well.
Flitz has gotten around everybody by himself. Andy tries to do the same thing, but can't. Surreal meets him in the middle. And now it's Flitz again, right side. Top Cheese looking to pass to his captain. Interrupted.
That was a great 50 into a 3-man counter passing play, F. Dot. I don't know if you saw that, but they played that out of the back so well. But a massive demo. Oh my gosh, Kiro on Flitz and Top Cheese on Bryant. This game's getting scrappy. A 2v2 for a second. The 50 isn't good, though. Bryant's got to use the last of his boost, and Kiro's the only one with boost, but that one's going to go wide. Andy to pick up the corner now. He's trying to get this ball up the field desperately in hopes that his team can get some boost.
Hoping. Gotta find those resources. We are halfway done with the game already. Ain't no goals on the board whatsoever. Incredibly physical play here in game number 9. That's right, you heard your boy. Game number 9. Game number 8, also incredibly physical, and Bryant is the one that scores.
And that's big, because not even half a game is left, and they're up 1-0 in game 9 of a best of 9. That goal right there could have not only be a game winner, a series winner, but that could be the tournament winning goal.
Wow. And it's Bryant, which, all due respect, probably 6 out of 6 on the players here. You know what I mean? Like, he's been the quietest on the pitch, and he's the one that scores that goal. You love that moment. No, you love that moment.
100%, 100%. The underdog for sure. Underdog for sure, man. Like, he's not bad by any means, but you look at the caliber of players on the field, and he's definitely probably the lowest ranked player on this field. He's still amazing. He's still a semi-professional Rocket League player, but these guys are cracked. Look at Surreal
Look
play,
at that.
man. Oh my God.
That's like
open. Oh.
When you go to YouTube tutorial flip reset, like, that's what you see, you know? Like, 100%. That's where these players are at.
And they're doing it in game 9 of a best of 9.
Dude,
here at
insane. Talk
like,
about
the
locked
pressure
in.
is mounting.
Yeah.
1 minute and 20 seconds left. Stomach. All they have to do is prevent Pinch Perfect from scoring 1 goal, and they will win the entire tournament. But Pinch Perfect are going to send the entire house forward, everything they have in this last minute of Rocket League, in hopes that they can send this to game 9 overtime. 1 minute to go.
Great defensive stop there by Flitz. Andy and Kiro are here. They're both of the same ball. Same team, same team, same team. Oh, no. Looks chaotic, bro.
Oh, yeah, the nerves are definitely playing a factor.
Yeah.
Top Cheese is going to throw that one high. 45 seconds to go. Bryant has no boost here. He's going to try to block the shot. but it's going to be bumped. Andy gets bumped. That's going to be a free ball. Double commit as well. It's going to use a lot of boost to clear the ball only temporarily. Pinch Perfect could have them pinned in here if Flitz is able to get something going off the back wall. Flitz to take an air dribble, flip reset, has to get it by 1.
Nice
Early
touch.
50, gets it by 2. It's going to be mid towards Andy though. Can he seal the tournament with the double? It's going to be saved away. 15 seconds to go. Can Pinch Perfect score 1 to send us to overtime, or will Stomach win the tournament? 10 seconds. Bryant off the back wall, looking to run the clock. Surreal wants to get this started. It's a long clear from Kiro though, who looks for the second shot. It's in! And with 2 seconds to go, Stomach are gonna win game number 9.
Dagger, Kiro, the unknown hero. Oh my goodness, like literally from zero to hero here for the boy named Kiro. Incredible performance. 2 seconds on the clock. Count them down. Let them around. Stomach are your winners for the Quantum Esports Series.
Congratulations to Stomach on being the victors, the champions of the Quantum Esports Series for $10,000, powered by the United States Space Force. It's been 3 weeks of action, 3 weeks of drama, 3 weeks of sublime, high-octane Rocket League, but it's all concluded now. Stomachs are your victors. They're going to walk out of this tournament with $4,000 for their team. A massive congratulations to them for winning the tournament. And a huge thank you to everybody here who's tuned in every single Saturday to watch my stream of the Quantum Esports Series powered by the United States Space Force.
Yeah, shout out Mizu. Thanks for letting us hang out in your living room and do this. Thanks, everybody. This was sick Rocket League. That's what I want to yap about.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed getting a chance to kind of watch these folks play. I mean, when we talk about like life-changing moments, I don't know if taking $4,000 home is going to change your life, but for Kiro, if Kiro wants to be a pro player, this is the moment that put him on the map, right? Like he'll be able to look back at this and be like, yo, the boys were talking about me after this performance. Realistically, listen, he's not he's not like the next coming, sure. But this is a very, very strong player that deserves to be on a team that just earned this trophy with Andy.
Like Kiro, for me, like I had no idea who he was, but now if I see him in a ranked game, I'm gonna go, oh, it's Kiro. Like I'm gonna have respect for him. I'm gonna expect him to play well, and he is now in my mind as a solid player. Could be moving up into the bubble scene here soon. Kiro's done really well. He's made a name for himself, and I mean that's been the point of the tournament. You have players who don't get to play at a professional level. They only play semi-professionally, but they don't have the stream. They don't have the casters. They don't have the funding. They don't have the prize pool to be able to play at that high level. And now you have players like Kiro who are able to do that, show them exactly why they deserve a spot at that top level, and they'll win the tournament.
Also, everybody around him. I mean, very cool to see Bryant score. Like, Kiro scored a second goal, sure, but Bryant, the third player on the team. You've got Andy the pro, Kiro the out-of-nowhere amateur star, and then Bryant, the glue guy. He's the one that scores the tournament-winning goal there in Game 9.
Yeah.
Like, you talk about getting the whole choir involved. Yeah. The squad was singing, man, and it
requires
stuff.
Everyone playing well to be able to get a win. I mean, you look at other esports, Valorant, League of Legends, whatever. If one of the players in your team isn't playing well, that's 20% of your team. Right? If one of the players in Rocket League isn't playing well, that's 33% of your team that's off. That's a massive chunk. And so it requires everybody in your team playing fantastic Rocket League to be able to walk out with a win, especially a tournament win. So a massive congratulations to Stomach. They played fantastic the entire tournament, split 2 victors, and the Quantum Esports Series victors as well. Speaking of other esports, Valorant esports, I believe, F. You're casting that's tomorrow?
Yeah, Valorant. Tomorrow, me and Keo are hanging out over on his Twitch stream. Same idea. We had a split one of Valorant squads. 2 out of 5 players can be pro-affiliated, VCT, etc. The other 3 have got to be amateur. Sort of the same deal here. We have Andy and two other guys, and our other guys are good guys, but you know I'm getting at. So same vibe. Split 1, 2 teams. Split 2, 2 teams, and then we're here and running it. You know, you need a whole squad in order to bring these victories home. Same thing for us. You see me and Mizu, so shout out to us. We were making some jokes with our boy Rog behind the scenes, but there's a platoon of people that make these shows work. And of course, our friends over at the U.S. Space Force putting down the money, embracing Tier 2 esports, and making sure that we get some people in positions to make powerful things happen. Congratulations to Stomach. Honestly, congratulations to all 4 of our teams that made it to our grand
100%,
finals here today.
100%.
2 separate months of competition, a third touching here with the grand finals, and like we said, 10,000 sent out here by the Space Force, and seeing 4Gs go up to the big team. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Mizu, dope hanging out with you. Last note, we do have a YouTube channel where there's a really cool Kiru like documentary, 15 minutes or so. It'll be up there in a matter of days, matter of moments. So tune in, follow us on YouTube, youtube.com/Quantum Esports Series, and you can see that deep dive on Kiru. But Mizu, I think that's it for us. Usually I'm like the one that closes things up, but bro, we're in your house, so you know, send us off, say goodbye, do the thing, man. It's your ball,
man.
your ball.
100%, man. Thank you guys so much for watching for the last 3 months, dude. It's been fantastic. This is really the first time that I've ever kind of casted or hosted something before as a streamer. So I know I'm the one going live, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't have an audience to be able to run things like this if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for tuning in every day. And a huge shout out to those who have watched my streams with the Quantum Esports Series every Saturday for the last 3 months. It's been an absolute blast. I'm hoping to do more stuff like this in the future. So a huge shout out to Quantum for putting it on. A huge shout out to the United States Space Force for powering this event. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you to the fans for showing up. I'll see you guys soon. Much love. Thank you, F. Dot, for chilling. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.